What is up? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here, and this is episode 219. And joining me today, I have Alex.
For a second, it sounded like you were kind of like, "Am I starting? Are we gonna start?"
Yeah. I was kind of like second guessing myself. I'm like, am I gonna start this? Am I not gonna start this? Am I just gonna just turn it on and just be like, fuck it, I'm not gonna say anything?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. But then the little live logo on our PCs, pops up
Yeah.
to let us know that we're recording. So it's just like, oh, I guess I can't really fuck up and do other things now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope for the best
Right.
and expect the worst. Yay, live recording.
Yeah. Word. But I like the late recordings. It's fun. It's
I
fun.
don't
It's
know,
different.
dude. It is different, and I do love like when the fans do actually participate.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we have like set watchers that watch us, and I'm very grateful for that. But I
Right.
also love that that I do have a few people that actually, after we record, when we put it on, when we put it on
We actually do the regular episode that goes up on all the other
yeah, yeah, when it goes,
platforms.
when the audio version of this goes up,
Right.
right? That
Yeah.
I have friends that like actually subscribe, like listen to us. I'll just like thank you for supporting our BS.
We have
Well, it's
good
not
beer.
BS. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. We have good shit, which
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
weirdest statement to say.
It's a good statement though. It's a valid statement because well,
Oh,
it's
dude, like
what it is.
honestly, I going to the past was remember our supporter Mishi, right?
Hmm.
Where she actually posted a while back that her two favorite podcasts was like our podcast and Babylon. I was just
Oh,
like,
nice.
that is a
Yeah.
high,
Yeah. I
that is a
remember. I
high.
remember.
I was like, that's a high praise, dude. And I'm just like,
Yeah. Word.
listen, I don't know about you, whatever, but you have two professionals versus, we're not even celebrities at this point or
Word.
whatever. Like the most that I
Just
was,
normal
was
people.
I was a public access pro wrestler at one point, hey, and that is nothing. Like,
Like you've
I
only
mean,
seen me on BronxNet.
yeah, wow. I'm glad that you mentioned the exact thing. And even with that, they're like, there's no way because since that format or whatever is always changing,
Yeah.
that show's like long gone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I do kind of wish though that I would have gotten the files so I could put them up of
Oh hell
a
yeah.
lot of my old matches. What I thought was funny was that when my first match when they put it on BronxNet,
Hmm.
the owner of the promotion that does the editing and everything like that, my name is normally on my shirt or something around me or whatever, and
Yeah.
I've done like stuff for him online, like like doing the graphics for some stuff online or whatever. But he used to
Hmm.
do the TV editing. He totally butchered my name,
Oh,
right?
that's
Like,
fine.
of denied or whatever. He like it was like extra letters and the periods were misplaced. And I was just like, in my mind, I was like, you know what? At least I'm on TV. But now
Yeah,
I can
true.
see it when they try to read the name, it's like, who the hell did you have this and it? Right? Like that's me.
Yeah, basically. I did it. I the one.
Yeah. That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
When this was actually a lot darker in the past.
Right, of course, of course.
But yeah, a lot darker, and I was a little more active. But yeah, so
Hmm. Hmm.
and the first match that I did was a hardcore match against an old buddy of mine, right? And the end
Hmm.
spot was that I put him through a table. So I powerbomb him through a table from the apron. So yeah, that was fun. And it was funny because it wasn't supposed to be a tables match, but since we went like a little extra on time, and there were a couple of fuck ups from other people in the match, not him, not I,
Right.
we had right, it was a mess, but it was like a beautiful mess, man, because it
Well,
was
there's
all
nothing
over
wrong
there.
with beautiful messes are fun
Yeah, but at the same time
for
or
the most
whatever, it's just like you're like, what the fuck is going on? And at the end when the bell rings, I'm just like, fuck it, I guess I'm done. Yeah.
part. Yeah, that's a good way to do it because
Yeah.
you
So
can't expect much from it at that point.
okay, so one of my favorite spots about that, and I think you would love this, was this. Okay, so there was supposed to be a spot where my friend who was the bat like the buddy of my opponent,
Uh
right?
huh.
And he's supposed to have these frying pans started swinging around, and he was supposed to yell out, "It's party time," right? It was kind of like a nod to Steve Blackman because Steve Blackman used to,
Right. Yeah.
so
With the
um
nunchucks or whatever.
yeah, but instead he was doing it with frying pans. So right,
Nice.
I grabbed the floor tile, right, and I'm like, Greg, Oh damn, fuck! I didn't want to shout his name, but yeah. So it's like Greg, it's party time. Greg, it's party time, and he's just swinging around, right, just like, and then just like I take the time to blah, just right in his face, and he just took the sick bump. So I remember, like everyone was just like right, like luckily or
Holy
whatever,
shit!
like
Holy
yeah,
shit!
yeah. So the whole thing was this was like like he didn't get busted open or whatever, but he took the good bump and everything at time. But I got mad because I'm just like I'm like this like Greg, it's fight time, Greg, it's fight time, like like I'm like so no one can see me saying it to him, and right then he's
Yeah,
just like and like to this day, whatever, it was a funny ass spot, and it's one of those things where we keep it like we joke with my friend or whatever, like like
mhm,
listen, there are times where like when you're in a match, you sometimes have the brain fart because
right. Yeah.
when you're in live or something, sometimes you get like the crowd kind of gets to you, so you get kind of like fuck,
Hmm.
like what next? I, on the other hand, or whatever, since I've been doing it for quite a while, I always kind of improvise if I do kind of forget.
Right.
But I also learned from the years of experience or whatever the hell is that you try to read your opponent or
Oh
like
yeah, for
even with
sure.
this, like like when you and I conversing, whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
I like if you give me like a cue for something, or whatever, I kind of pick it up, like because I know sometimes I can go on a tangent, and we know this
Oh,
already for like a lot of the old recordings.
a lot of us tend to go into tangents,
Yeah,
but
but the thing is
sometimes
this
some
though.
tangents are longer than others.
Yeah, but we do work well with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there are times where we go like a little above and beyond. But hey, you know
Oh yeah.
what? It's just like when we're having fun with it, it's just like fuck it. I'm gonna get my point across. And then there
Yeah.
one or two times it's like, what the fuck was the point of it anyway?
Yeah, true. You're right about that. Yeah. Yeah.
But
What's the
but yeah,
point? Why?
yeah,
Why? Yeah.
it's one of those things, dude, where like I mean, looking back at it now, like I haven't wrestled in over 10 years because of
Mhm.
the major
Because of
injury I
your
suffered
injuries
back
and
in.
shit. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like dude, like just a stockpile of injuries or whatever. And the one injury that took me out was a ACL meniscus tear in my left leg, 2008. And
Yeah. That was the fun
and
one.
yeah, and you already know, dude. We talked about this in the past. Hi, Franny.
Franny has
So
joined us.
Hi.
Yay.
yeah,
Oh
so
my
really, yeah,
god.
she's here.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so let's go back to the story. So yeah, so that one injury or whatever left me depressed for like years, dude. And
Oh
actually,
yeah, for sure,
like
dude. Because that shit
yeah, but
fucked you
you
up, dude.
yeah, and remember, this was actually
I
the
remember.
precursor. The yeah, remember when I was depressed like a bitch? I remember.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I
Cheers.
did. Oh my God, cheers indeed.
Yeah. Yay, cheers
It's
for all
a
the drinking.
mission for me to collect myself and get on, but please continue your sad story and then I'll chime in with mine.
No, no, no. It's not too bad. It was just the whole thing of
It's not super sad.
when
It's just a little sad.
yeah,
Oh,
it's sad
okay.
enough.
Just a little.
It, it's not like a One Piece character building like a back flashback. But yeah,
Gotcha.
so that that injury like took me out of wrestling for a long time. And actually, I was at like when I was doing the like rehab. Well, I did rehab shortly, and then they took away my insurance, so I couldn't finish with rehab. So that
That's
really
always so bad.
that really fucked me up. And the problem was that all led up to the me wearing down my hips, and years later getting a double hip replacement because right I babied my injury so hard that I fucked up everything else. So there's
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah, but going to what I was saying before, right? The this all led up to us, presenting the web comic and all that stuff, and I'm very
Hmm.
grateful for that. So with the negativity of the stuff that happened to me in the past, like like one of my great defeats, right? A different victory occurred, right? So the going to Comic Con, just experience all that stuff, and
Hmm.
that like all like it was so I gave up my love of pro wrestling in a sense. Like I mean, I still watch it, I still get into it, boo hoo hoo, right? But
Comic Con. Comic
yeah,
Con. I miss Comic
oh,
Con.
they finally since but yeah, so they did give the announcement this week that it is officially canceled. New
Yeah,
York
but they
Comic
had they
Con.
had some other shit going on this weekend, which
I
is
don't
the movie
Yeah.
fest
care
or whatever
about
the fuck it
Comic
is.
Con itself.
Yeah, I know.
So
Talk
this
Zoom, okay? Seriously.
it's not even a
Going
sense of
to
Zoom.
Comic Comic-Con is just such a therapeutic experience for me that without it, I'm going to record what happens to me because I think I'm going to have a psychological breakdown that might be entertaining. So
that would be fun. That would
I'm
be
gonna like film it, like document it as much as I can because I'm just like I know it's gonna happen. I feel it. I feel it
Oh my
brewing from the depths within me. Like
we got to do a new intro on a special episode of It's Popping. We witnessed Franny and the 5 stages of Comic-Con withdrawal.
Yeah.
Word, like that's exactly what I was thinking too. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Alex. You're still telling your story. I don't want to be rude.
No, I actually like the point was that through great defeat or whatever, something else came in the process, which is this.
Out of every pothole, there is hope.
Yeah. With every hole, there's hope. Giggity. I can see right now, whatever, oh sure, right? Mention the holes in front of the female that's present. Like, oh, she's my friend for years, whatever. She knows I'm a.
In every pothole, there is hope.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That means, in every hole, there is hope.
Yeah. You can't spell hope. You can't spell hope without a hole.
Right. See, look, there you go.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's a new one.
Whatever. That makes no sense. I'm gonna try to make that to a T-shirt, and people are gonna look at it like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It was like,
just don't.
Yeah, don't.
It's kind of funny how everyone or whatever is wearing some kind of cool graphic tee in a sense or whatever. So
that
it's
is
like,
my life.
Yeah.
That's what we do, dude. That's our fucking. That's our like semi-emo black shirt style.
Yeah. Today is Friday. We wear black shirts.
Every day we wear.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day it's black and gray, and if there's color in there, wow.
Right.
Now,
see,
what really
mine has a
gets
little bit of color on it.
Day.
Mine has color on it, but it's still a black
or it's
shirt.
laundry day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For real. Yeah.
What's
Which
funny
is still
is
a special day.
one of the shirts that I was thinking about wearing today, and it would have thrown you off. It's actually, excuse me, a white shirt that I bought because the company fucked up on the color that I picked.
Right.
But it is a hilarious shirt. It's a it's a graphic tee. So the picture is Tyrone Biggums, right, looking up to the sky, and on the bottom it says "there."
Nice.
Yeah. So if anybody doesn't get that joke or whatever, it's like Google 1980s "there" campaign, right? And
those are the greatest.
Yeah. So we're having Tyrone Biggums on there, whatever. It is like it's like, are you fucking serious? It's like like a heart attack and like cancer. Serious.
Oh my God. That is like, now you have to say I'm as serious as 2020. Like,
yeah,
fucking you're serious.
Dude, what makes me laugh is what made me laugh was that apparently there's been so much shit going on right now that when August finally occurred, people were just like, still writing like, oh, so what's gonna be next? What's gonna be next? So people just kept fucking around, just putting different things. My favorite one is people putting like, still waiting for that zombie apocalypse. I was like, oh no, we're not ready for that whatsoever.
No, I'm not ready for that.
And I'm just saying though, and it also depends. Are we gonna get like, Walking Dead style that they're like, within time they become slow and thing, or are we gonna get like the fucking disease 28 days later ones or train to what is it, Busan or whatever, that we get those kind of fucking disease.
No, I don't think it'll get to that.
No, I don't think we're gonna get that. I think we're gonna get the purge. I think we're more riding on the line of the purge.
Yeah, the way things are going right now. Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna either die from the virus or you're gonna die in the middle of a purge riot.
Yeah,
I feel like zombies will actually be a little more of a okay. Let's take a second to breathe. Let them all come out of the ground dead. Hopefully we get those. The slow rotten ones. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We'll get to calm down for a second and kill dead things, and then have to worry about everything escalating again. But I think we're more on the precipice of the purge. So that I used a big word. I don't know if I put it in the right content, but it sounded good. So
it sounded about right. I think it's spot on.
Steve,
I'll
Yeah, I
allow
was gonna say. I was like, Steve, do
it.
you allow it?
Yeah.
Do you allow it? Do you
Okay.
allow that big word? Thank
You're
you.
good.
The precipice of the
Yeah, she's gonna like, I'm so proud of myself. Curtsy. But
I would
yeah,
like
but
to thank Schitt's Creek. I've been watching it so much; it's starting to change my brain
Nice.
for the better. I
well,
think.
Good.
since she's here after a while, let's see how she's been doing. We can start with her because we
Yeah,
were
word.
just rambling
It's been
on
a,
the beginning. So.
it's been a while. It's been a while, friends.
Oh, you guys stop talking about. You're done talking about yourself.
No,
Well,
no,
Alex.
we were doing filler. We were doing filler.
No, you guys like. Okay.
We were doing filler until you came on.
Okay.
Yeah. We were waiting for
Yeah.
you. We were just like, fuck. We're just gonna
Yeah,
go with
like
the flow.
yeah,
my
Steve
God.
Steve and
Like
I, we've been.
I've been physically ready. Like
Okay.
I actually have pants. I actually have like pants on.
Nice.
But like I've been physically
I'm mad.
like
She did a
ready.
karate kick and something got kicked in the back.
Kia, like,
fuck.
6:00. I woke up at 5, so I literally like woke up and got ready for the podcast. But then I got overwhelmed by life, and before I knew it, it was 9:33, and there was a lot of sounds until I got right in front of the web. Even the webcam was giving me problems.
Nice.
I was like, on the verge of fucking screaming. But
I was having sound issues. Steve can tell you, I was having sound issues. That
oh my God.
I couldn't hear anything. So my computer's being a real twat rocket right now. But yeah,
I like that. I like that. A twat rocket. That's really cool.
It's like a hot pocket, but better.
yeah, twat rocket.
Wow. I don't know. I'm visualizing a lot of gross things.
Yeah. Well,
But it does kind of sound a
people-
little
for some
soothing.
people-
But I think
oh my
it's
God.
the word twat. Just like I just think like dirty, like unhygienic.
Oh my God. Oh
You
my
know,
God.
so-
Speaking of gross things. Speaking of gross things, there's a meme that's been going on lately or whatever that you see it's like Captain like it's a waffles and the Captain Crunch peanut Crunch berry blueberry pancake syrup. So
They're
it's just
bringing
like
back the blue waffle. Ugh.
so they're bringing back the joke of so people can look up blue waffle.
No, don't look up the blue waffle, people. Don't look up the blue waffle.
Joe, it will haunt your dreams. You know, like seriously.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's
Don't do that to yourself.
disgusting.
Yeah.
But and it's real.
We've
I think
suffered
that's like-
enough.
No,
about
it's
it.
not. No, it's not.
No, it's not. Look at
It's not
that.
real.
I went years. I'm not gonna say how long. Thinking
Whatever.
that was like
Still.
a real like full blown
but the-
disgusting
the
dying
thing is,
yeast
though,
infection.
What if it really is though?
Oh my
so-
God.
Yeah,
It's
so now
haunting.
you're gonna freak her out even more. So at the end of the night, like after she finished recording, she's gonna go to bed like, Alex says there's no blue waffle. Alex says there's no blue waffle.
Is it real? Is it real? Is it real? Is it
No,
safe?
I've been rocking back and forth going, you knew Comic-Con wasn't going to happen. You knew Halloween wasn't going to happen. You knew October wasn't going to happen. It's okay. It's okay that it's not going to happen. You were prepared. And it's not working.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, back about me and what I've been up to.
Yes, that's you.
I've been figuring out that anxiety is like a real thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And mine has gone full retard.
But you never go full retard.
Yeah, I didn't know that I was just having mild anxiety attacks like my whole life. Like for me, they were intense. But like, when you Google anxiety attack and like they give you a list of like, I think like 6 things that like textbook make it an anxiety attack. I've gotten like maybe a handful of them. For the first time ever last week, I checked all fucking 6 boxes.
Really?
And I have to say it was the most terrifying experience of my life. And it just happened. I was just chilling and relaxing and full blown. I couldn't breathe. Like I've seen on TV where they're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I feel like I'm dying. For me, it felt like an asthma attack, but I was still able to breathe, but felt like I couldn't breathe from my diaphragm. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So that happened to me. and I'm blaming 2020 for that. And my sleep schedule has been fucked ever since, and I've been kind of trying to recuperate from that anxiety attack because, like, holy shit, did it just like flatlined me? Like, seriously, it was.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, it was one hell of a fucking experience. Like, literally the next day, my like heart, like not like the muscles around my heart down into my diaphragm fucking felt sore. So like usually when I had a panic attack, my body would stiffen up the outside, never like literally from the fucking inside out. And apparently that's like textbook full blown, because I googled my symptoms.
Mhm.
And I was like, holy shit, yay me! Life goal achieved! Textbook anxiety attack.
Right,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Check.
Check.
So yeah. I should get like an achievement video game award. And
PlayStation trophy.
I can check that off my bucket list.
right. I feel like a winner. So I've been going to sleep at 7 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 2 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon
Christ, dude.
for the past 2 weeks, because
Right.
my panic attack happened last Friday when we were supposed to like go on and do our thing. It happened actually on Saturday. So on Friday I got like a fucking migraine out of nowhere. So I had to like ditch last minute, and then
Right.
Saturday that happened to me, and it's been crazy.
That's exciting.
But like I said, I've been watching a lot of Schitt's Creek and like slowly writing a review for like each season.
Okay.
And it's very soothing, to watch somebody else's life be absolutely destroyed against their, it wasn't their fault.
Right.
And
Against
they just
their
gotta
own
like,
will, right?
yeah, they just have to like evolve and go through it. Has been seriously comforting for
Okay.
me, honestly.
Okay.
And what else? Oh, so I also, and this goes into today, I've been working for the past 3 days on a college
Yay.
essay, which I finally
Ooh.
finished.
Fun.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
thank you. And for an hour, I was trying to get the fucking essay onto the college application, and it didn't work. And then I tried to email it to myself, and then I forgot my email. And then when I changed my password, not my email, when I
Right.
changed that, the internet refused to take my new email
Mhm.
password, said that it was wrong, locked me out, and all I wanted to fucking do was attach my essay, pay them the $70, and get into the college. But I couldn't. Within that hour, I was starting to lose my mind, and I had
Right.
to go on the podcast. I felt
Nice.
great
Nice.
because I finished something and I felt like I'm moving forward. And then
Well, good.
my
I'm glad you
tablet-
accomplished it.
Thank you. And the CUNY website told me to eat a bag of dicks and made something really simple and like 15-minute task undoable. My sister's fucking with it right now because I would have not made it. I would have been on at midnight going, I did it, guys. I did it. Looking absolutely
I finally
insane,
did it.
missing the entire podcast. So that's been my journey
Nice.
for
Well, that sounds like a fun journey. It doesn't sound like a bad journey.
It was absolutely terrible, but towards the end, it got nice. Yes.
Yes. Well, good. Good. Accomplishments are definitely something that that is needed. It's to definitely feel that you have accomplished something, especially when you're like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like honestly, with this whole COVID thing, I feel like it's been hard for everybody. But if your career itself hasn't dissolved because of the new situation of life, you actually are pretty well off than the rest of the people out there. It kind of feels like the Titanic. Some of us are floating in ice cold water, and some of you have life vests in ice cold water, and some of you are on boats.
Yeah.
And some are just absolutely dead. So I mean, like, there's different levels of suck right now. So.
Oh my God! Look at that human sickle floating by. I think that was the guy that slept with the rich girl.
All the sucks. Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Well, good. I'm glad things are slowly getting better for you, friend.
Slowly, yeah. Oh, and I exercised for like the first
Yeah.
time in 4 months,
Yeah,
2 days
exercise.
ago, and
What is this exercise you speak
I-
of?
I couldn't fucking move. Today I'm moving a lot better, but oh my god, I was like, okay, 4 months is too long,
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a
Yeah.
tad bit. Yeah.
and like this one 35-minute workout, what? And it's
No, I
like
was gonna say, yeah,
Pilates,
like just a little bit.
just a little bit Alexis. La,
Yeah.
la, 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 la. Have you guys even seen that show? I saw that you talked about it in the picture symbol that you put up for the last show. I saw David in there.
Mhm. Yeah.
So you
yeah,
guys
'cause
actually seen it?
I've watched it before. Yeah, I haven't seen all of it. I've seen I think I've seen the first season and a half.
Mm.
But we were talking about it because they got nominated. Blah, 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 blah.
Nominated?
Nominated for a
Nom,
bunch of
nom.
different awards. And shit. Yeah,
Nominated?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Nominated.
Mhm.
Yes, Manama nominated.
For their last season. I mean, they at least here in the States, because they got nominated for a whole bunch of awards in Canada when they came out.
Right.
But they broke records doing it again here for their last season.
Right. Because Canada, they can do whatever the fuck they want in Canada.
Canada is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about moving there or Italy. I don't know.
Yeah, but not right now. They won't let you in right now. They're like, oh, you're
Yeah.
from the U.S., so no, we cannot let you in, eh?
Well,
you may have that. You may have
They'll be
corona,
like that
eh?
bully that they just put their
I-
hand on your hand and you just
I
try
am-
to swing and they'll just push you away.
I
Hey,
am
you're still
poor
trying. You're still
as
trying to come in, and he's like, you can't come
family
in.
on Schitt's Creek. So I can't even go if I wanted to because I can't even buy food right now.
Yeah,
So
that's fair. That's fair. Yay, food.
I got like 2 beers left. I'm okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't need food.
That's more than enough carbs and protein right there.
I haven't eaten today, so this is like totally fine.
Oh my God, we're gonna have inebriated Franny for the remainder of the podcast. That's fantastic.
Yay.
I'm not hearing a no.
A maybe. A maybe.
Possibly.
Quite
possibly.
possible. Things seem like yes.
Oh, and like this shirt is David wore a shirt just like this, so I bought it.
Nice. Sweet. Fuck yeah. There's nothing wrong with buying cool merch.
Obsessed. A little
Obsessed?
bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. We all tend to obsess about some things sometimes. I know I obsess about a bunch of different things, especially like music and stuff. But yeah, I get it.
Like that song, A Little Bit Alexis, is from
Yeah.
the show. I downloaded it from iTunes and I've been listening to it since last night.
Nice. Good job.
Mhm, mhm,
Very
mhm.
good job. Very good job. I applaud you.
Yay!
Yeah, it's good to have you back, Freddie. It's good to have you back. It's been a while.
Are you sure? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So
Are you positive?
I'm positive. Yes. Yes. Very positive. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Wait, now you're thinking about it too much. Now you're not quite sure.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, it's good to have you back. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks. Yeah.
I'll let you know if it's good to be back.
Okay. Well, you're here now, so there's no turning back.
I feel good now, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna say I feel good to be back.
Gotcha. Good. I'm glad you feel good to be back. Yeah. So, I guess for me, I finally watched the last couple episodes of Stargirl, which is actually a really, really, really fun show. Like, I love what they did with the show, with the characters and how they've basically evolved everything from the beginning until now. And they did a really good job with it, as well as the finale was fucking great. Like I just finished watching it before we started recording, and it was actually a really fun. Like we got to see pretty much everybody in action, everybody who you didn't really expect to see in action in the show, actually doing something that's actually pretty fucking entertaining. So like I enjoyed the fuck out of that show, and it leaves it open to a bunch of other shit for next season. Of course, you know they only had like 13 episodes so far for season one, being that it is a season finale, so I guess it's not so far. It's pretty much it. But yeah, it's a good fucking show. You guys should definitely watch it. It is I believe it's gonna be on HBO Max now. Well, we'll talk about that later. But you could also find it on the CW app. So the CW, you could stream all the shit on there, all the entire season of Stargirl on there. It's really good. It's really fun. And another thing that I watched this week that was actually pretty fucking good. That was actually no correction. That was really fucking good. Was the Peanut Butter Falcon on the Hulu's, and it's so
Great fucking
good.
movie. Great
Dude,
movie.
it is so fucking good. Like I was laughing, I was literally crying, I was sad, I was excited. I was like, I had one of those tense moments. It was fucking good. It is a
And it
really
shows
good
the
movie.
acting chops of Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf was actually really fucking good in it too. But not just Shia LaBeouf, like also
The main
the kid
guy.
that's in it. Yeah, the main kid that's in it is fucking really good too. For those that don't know, Peanut Butter Falcon follows uh, a kid with Down syndrome, and he escapes from wherever they had him, which was an old folks
In an old
home.
folks' home.
Yeah, so he leaves the old folks home and then fucking winds up going on a journey because he's like, fuck it, I'm out. I don't want to be here anymore because I'm not old. So I want to live my life and become a pro wrestler, which is very interesting that he actually wanted to become a pro wrestler. And he winds up meeting up with Shia LaBeouf's character, and all craziness happened pretty much. But it's such a fun story. It's a very, in a way, it's kind of like a coming of age story, but not just for Shia LaBeouf, not just for his character, but for Shia LaBeouf's character as well, because you get to see them both evolve and grow up together in a way.
Yeah, that they help
within,
each other
within a
out.
span of like a couple days. So it's not like if it's taken like months and months. It's just a few days throughout the entire thing. But it's really good. It's very well shot. It's very well put together. Story's really fucking good, and I definitely fucking recommend the fuck out of this movie. So fucking good.
I think that was one of my recommendations for last year. At the
You probably did. You probably did recommend it. I don't remember.
yeah, the year end review, whatever, like our favorite movies from.
Yeah. From last year. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No, but it is really good, dude. Like, I actually thought about like maybe I should watch that again.
Yeah.
But then I've been backtracking on One Piece. I'm like, I finally broke episode 100, so I'm like up to a 101 out of what, like 900?
Yeah. Then you're like, fuck, I still got 900 more episodes to go.
No, I was. It was funny because I was actually talking to Mario about this, right? That I said that when I started watching, I watched it from the beginning. I skipped a few arcs, and then I was watching from from certain parts. So after Ronies came in, right? I was like, fuck it, I got time now. Let me backtrack from the beginning and just start watching it from there. And it's been a fun ride so far.
Nice.
So yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
But going back to, let's go back to you and Falcon, Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah, dude, so fucking good. So good to see the cameos in it. Really fucking cool. We got to see fucking Thomas Hayden Church, fucking Herman's Head in it. It's fucking great. He also plays a friend. He's got her face like who, but Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, I'm just terrible with names.
He's also the Sandman, and he plays the Sandman in fucking Spider-Man, Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's Spider-Man I never saw. Did I see that
Yeah.
one? Oh no, yeah, Venom's in it.
yeah.
Venom, who's like smaller than fucking Spider-Man, which is like the fuck.
Yeah. But it's okay because you got the symbiote that makes them bigger.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
what he said.
He's on the floor, ow, and he's standing up like this. He is taller, you see? I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that. You can just tell that he's little. You little.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
But yeah,
so,
but
like that penis joke just made me remember something.
wow, this is the most
last-
weird segue ever.
Yeah.
Last night I started rewatching
Wait.
Nip Tuck. You remember that show?
Never seen Nip Tuck.
You've never seen Nip Tuck.
Never
Have you
seen it.
I heard of it. I know it was around. I'm trying to remember. It was in one of like HBO or something, or
Oh, it was
was
like
I don't-
on like FX or like
No, it was like
USA.
on early FX when FX like first like was a baby.
Right.
Like
yeah.
this show is so old. And I remember
this is
loving
so this
that
is
show.
before, this is way before Sons.
Oh
Right,
yeah. This show opened a door for Sons and Always Sunny because oh my god, I was like, why not? Let me watch it. It's 6:00 in the morning and I can't sleep. I wonder if it's still gonna hold up. And I was like, I used to love this show. Why did I love this show? Oh my god, this show is literally it's cosmic surgery, like to the T. So they show the cutting, the placing of the stuff, and the sucking out of the gross stuff. But oh my god, the sex scenes. When the sex scene came on in the first episode, I was like, oh, that's why I like this show. Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh my god, just like I was like, this is like Skinamax, like
A watered down Skinamax.
like I don't even know. Like they made sure every sex scene appealed to everybody. Like it was intense, it was sensual, you know, it had different positions. You got like the real good, like fuck yeah faces, and I was like, yeah, that's why I really like this show because within the first couple episodes, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Why am I getting so tingly watching a Fox show?
No, I wanted to know why I vividly remember saying this was a great show. I really enjoyed it, and that was why I always watched the show on FX.
Right.
Because that was the first show that introduced me to this. So it was like a combination of like house and porno and drama.
Right.
And the actors are actually like pretty good, but you could tell like it's aged, like in the pacing and like the fucking editing. At least me going back now and watching it, the camera shots are so fucking bland and boring until the sex scenes. So,
wait, she's with popcorn, just like, come on.
It's fancy, yeah. With all
Go
the
ahead, go
cameras,
ahead.
they're like,
Go ahead. Nothing but fucking. Come on, let's go.
It's like actually
Fucking-
watching a
fucking-
porno. It's like actually watching a porno. You fast forward through the story so you get to the fun stuff.
right, but the story is good enough. But then you still see no like penetration, so it's still like a Skinamax. It kind of like you guys remember the show Undressed on MTV,
Yeah, I remember.
which was like Cinemax for preteens.
Mm-hmm.
I bet if I go back and watch that now, it's probably the same thing. Where it's like the story is slightly kind of interesting and you could kind of get into it, but it's those scenes that just like, oh.
No.
So yeah.
What made me laugh is that you
There we
mentioned
go.
that.
So,
You mentioned that, and I think if I remember correctly, someone was telling me with shows like that back in the day was hot. Then when you watch it when you get older, it's like
It's not.
no. You go, how the hell is he fucking her with his belly button? Because she's like all the way up here.
there is no belly button fucking in Nip
No.
Tuck.
I'm talking about like in those shows like that MTV show or whatever. That it's just like they'll be like up here.
I just
They'll be, like,
remember
up
like a lot
here.
of foreplay. I never remember like like I think it was like the softest of soft porn, but still a preteen should not have been watching that at like 5:00 in the afternoon after MTV like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely not.
MTV television.
Mm-hmm.
For preteen.
MTV.
It's okay.
TV.
We grew up with stuff like American Pie. Like You know, we went from really soft teen movies like The Breakfast Club and like Better Off Dead, and then boom, American Pie. We're sticking dicks in pies and talking about the holy grail of pussy eating.
Yeah, and MILFs. That's the first time I'm ever hearing.
And MILFs being a life goal.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the day, like, let's say if I ever decide to go back to college, like, oh, you want to meet the exchange student? Yes, please.
Please be Shannon Elizabeth. Please be Shannon Elizabeth.
even now, whatever, like when we were watching Jane Silent Bob, well, when I was watching it, right? Like she aged, like you can tell she aged a little bit. She's still cute, but you know, she's still like when she smiles or whatever, you see a little bit of the wrinkles, which isn't too bad. It's just like, oh, she's still kind of hot though. Just don't smile too much.
Doesn't faze me very much.
I feel the same way about Michelle Pfeiffer. I think she looks exactly the same. She looks stunning until she smiles, and then.
Yeah. What was it in Ant-Man and the Wasp when she was there? She was like, "Oh my god, it's still Catwoman."
My goal is for that, like without any type of like Botox, is to just like look like this until I smile, and then you really see how old I am.
Well, so you got to remember, Franny. Also, Franny, you're Spanish, so like
you'll last longer for you anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna be like you're gonna be like that till later. You're like about like 45 or so.
Okay, and cool. Even with that, she's still gonna be like, "Wow, she looks good for her mid-30s." Thank you.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I passed that a long time ago.
Right, and I started like mud masking and like putting those pads under my eyes to get rid of my circles. Because
I don't have to get rid of that. You need what's that called?
The roses do it, so. I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah, I think Alex had a really good point in that. Like, what you need is some really good sleep.
Yeah, like to get rid of the circles in the eyes or whatever.
I get like
you
too much sleep. I think, but
then
again, I don't know because like my therapist was like, collectively, how many hours are you asleep? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I just know I sleep and then I wake up. I don't know how long
That's fair.
I am asleep for. Who knows? Like seriously.
Your therapist is just like.
Oh, I haven't spoken to her all week because, like, I mean, when you wake up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone's already gone home.
Day.
Yeah.
That's not fair because my day just fucking started. That's very inconsiderate. I am a person too. Okay.
You're supposed to be up all the time. You're supposed to be on the clock.
Hashtag me too, sleep too.
Right? Hashtag 5 p.m. people are people too. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
So rude. Everything is closed. I can't make appointments. I can't do anything. I can't go to the supermarket. It's like closing in 2 hours and I still got to get dressed. Like,
wait, in the supermarket, once you have your list set or whatever, how long do you normally take? Because I try like,
list?
Like,
yeah. What's a list?
What the fuck is a what?
Oh my god! Listen, I do the list on my fucking cell phone or whatever, and I have everything set in advance, and then like the other miscellaneous things that I know that I'm gonna need that I pick up.
Oh no! But in this is 2020. I walk into a supermarket and I'm emotionally eating.
She just goes.
There is no list. There is like, oh my god, where am I at right now?
Yeah.
Okay, some pretzels, some chocolate-covered graham crackers, some apples. Oh yeah, milk. Oh, popcorn, beer. Yeah. Ooh, meat. What meat do I want? Oh, what do they have? Yeah, that's me.
They go back. Oh yeah, more beer. Back in the cart.
Right. Like, oh my god, wait.
Next
give me the beer I want. Oh, can I afford another 6-pack? Fuck, I can't. Oh wait. I need rice. You know, like that's.
And then you're trying to look for the budget rice, like what's on sale.
Yeah.
And then my supermarket takes forever to re-up now in 2020. So I can go there and it would be absolutely no meat. There's there's just only left the meat that no one wanted to fucking buy. Mm-hmm. And then like a giant panini, which I'm not fucking cooking during the summer. No. So I end up going, okay.
I want panil.
Beer it is.
Friendly, thanks. You know? I want panil.
And then like the greens are so not pretty that I'm gaining weight because all I'm eating is carbs. but nothing fresh looks edible. And if it is edible, it's edible for like one day, and then it rots in my fridge, which means it was already on its way out when I bought it.
Yeah.
So that's the life in the supermarket. In the hood, I miss Whole Foods. I miss the good life. I really do. But yeah,
where vegetables last 2 to 3 days versus 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Versus like, oh my god, I bought the blueberries today. I need to eat them all today because tomorrow they would literally be rotten.
No, what you do, you throw it in the freezer. They last longer.
I'm not making a smoothie. I'm sorry. I like this. Could sound so wrong, but I like my berries firm. Okay, I don't like them squishy and soft. I like them firm. All right.
Oh, these berries are fresh. Oh, this is so good.
So fresh. Have them pop in your mouth.
The freshness of berries.
I can see right now, whatever, you're going to have a random preteen in the City Geeks. Thank you for Franny helping me discover what true adulthood is.
Oh my god, I want that so bad.
Wow.
I want to affect somebody's life positively. I really do. I want to affect someone's life positively and have them thank me in a very lovely fan letter. Like that would be a life goal. Do not listen to him. He is a liar. Okay? I am 28, basically. Anyway.
I said 30.
I'm
not gonna say no.
Shut up, Alex.
Stop blowing up a spot.
He is such a liar. Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh my god.
I totally lost track of what I was saying. I'm just gonna say berries.
Feeling firm berries in your hands, making sure they're firm.
We were talking about a sex joke to nip tuck to firm berries.
Yeah.
That's how awesome we are.
Yeah, exactly. It all ties in. It all makes sense. Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
See this? This is still firm, but yet a little bouncy. And then it pops when you bite it. Like,
well, bouncy's good. And when things pop, it's pretty good too. Yeah, so.
Not if it's too early.
It's never too early.
Well, okay.
My mom thinks she these blueberries into my mouth, and she failed. And she tried to do no. Wow.
This guy next to the camera.
She's about to like attack me with blueberries. I was gonna say like blind me, but
How about this one?
She just turned into a whole fucking catapult being thrown at you and shit.
Right? She's like, oh my god!
You know what's gonna be hilarious? In a few minutes, you're gonna see like at least like a whole basket of blueberries right in Flanny's face. One of them has to at least end up in the mouth.
But they were all so fresh.
Yeah.
I would have told her to do that if they were literally gonna die tomorrow, but she just bought them.
Yeah. You want another one? Here's another one. And here's another one.
Okay, DJ Khaled, stop it. Yeah.
I like firm berries.
Another one. You gotta do circles, Steve.
Tiny circles. Yeah.
Another one. I love that.
Oh my
We're
god,
all over the place.
Have you guys ever watched? Is it Best in Show? Have you ever watched Best in Show?
Oh fuck yeah! Hell yeah!
Oh my god, I saw it for the first time because, like I said, I am like slurping the essence of the Levy family.
Of course. Makes sense. It's only right.
On Hulu, of course, totally. Just like out of respect, once you like in and they're good, you want to go and explore shit you've never seen before. Since I'm a horror fan, I remember seeing those movies at Blockbuster and at my corner fucking video rental place and going, But I remember the posters. Mm-hmm. So I finally watched it and he was called Loopy. And he made circles, which is what you made me think of when he walked because he had 2 left feet. And he's literally wearing 2 left shoes.
Mhm.
in the movie.
Yeah.
And has like this walk. Oh
Yep.
my god.
It's so funny.
It's subtly hilarious. It really is. It really is.
It's sad and hilarious at the same time.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
It's so good. And then he has like these buck teeth on top of it, and then he's married to Kathleen O'Hara in this particular movie, and she's like fucking gorgeous. And it's like, what? But it works. It works, and it's so funny. And what I notice about his comedy is that he does that uncomfortable, awkward comedy, which usually makes me cringe. To me, I think I've told you guys this before. That to me is a horror movie. You know, like the wrong Molly or the wrong Amy or whatever that David Spade did. To me, that's a horror movie where life is so cringy, you just want to die. It's really hard for me to watch. But for some reason, when Eugene does it, to me, it's still funny. Yeah. It's still like awkward and unpleasant, but I don't feel like cringy and withdrawn and like, oh my god, I can't get through this movie. And that's why he totally deserved that Lifetime Achievement Award that he got a couple days ago, because no one can do that well. Like any other comedian who has tried to do that, to me, just comes off fucking cringy. I think American Pie, honestly, would have not worked if they didn't cast him. Because it would have just been so cringy. Like that David Spade movie, I would have not been able to get through it, and I would have never known what it was to like touch yourself. So that would have taken like years. Yeah. But thanks to that movie and Levy, it was, an educational moment for me.
Yep. He was your dad when he wasn't actually your dad.
He was totally. I gave him that credit on my Instagram. The dad that I wish I had.
Thank you, Canadian Papa. Thank you.
Right? And I was Canadian, like, fucking Canadians. I have to move to Canada. Yeah. I gotta get the Canadian in me.
Okay, that takes us to
that leads to the mid song.
That was the intentional leadway into the next conversation.
Yeah, so our next thing, we usually do the ranker list, of course. I spoke about it last week. We didn't do the ranker list. We did something else, and we're gonna continue with that. And we're gonna go.
What was that?
We, instead of doing ranker, we did the IMDb polls.
I don't like change.
It'll be okay. It's a good change. Last week was actually pretty good. Alex, you would attest to it. Last week was pretty good, but this week
it was a lot better. They had a lot of better choices than they did with a fucking ranker or whatever. It just seems like you have like what's the nice way of putting it?
Spazzes.
The what the fuck moments.
Yeah, like no, I was going to say the Karen polls, but whatever.
Oh my god! I didn't think it was that sensitive and off base.
I don't. Yeah,
that is so hurtful to the.
I wouldn't say that at all. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Actually, oh my god! Now I'm gonna get angry letters. Oh fuck me.
No one cares enough to write you, Alex. It's okay.
That's why I can get away with the shit that I say.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't really care anyway, so fuck that shit. Yeah. and when I become super famous and they go back on this or whatever, I'm gonna say the same thing that I said in the podcast or whatever.
No one
it is my opinion. Yeah. And even if you do whatever, you're caring about something that most people don't fucking care about to begin with.
Well, I mean, if you're a decade late, as far as I'm concerned, that like really shouldn't matter. You're a decade late, and a decade ago, things were so different.
Things were so much.
You know what made me laugh since you mentioned something about that? They had Rush Hour on TV the other day, and they had to have a disclaimer: the views and expression of this movie is for its time. Like I was just like, oh my god.
They did the same thing. They did the same thing with another movie on Disney Plus recently too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Do not send me into a rage right now, because that is just disgusting.
They do that now because the whole thing of like
disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is, if you remember it,
if you want to do that, I got something.
Doing Asian jokes.
I got something. Everybody gets to be a Karen. Then I want to be a Karen, and I want Kevin Smith to apologize to me for putting his fucking talentless daughter in main roles in all his following movies. I want a disclaimer that goes, I would like to apologize if you guys find my daughter very bland and off-putting. But please pay attention to the rest of the movie. That's very, very, very good and entertaining because she's family. She comes first. I hope you understand. I love my fans. Bye-bye. And then I could sit there and be like, and watch it for what it is and totally blank her out because Kevin apologized to me.
Gotcha.
Before it started.
Gotcha.
That would be so
That's
great.
fair. That's fair.
If that's what we're doing
Thanks
now,
to Franny,
then I want that. It's not fair.
Thanks to Franny, we're not going to be a part of the Smodcast network now. Thanks, Franny.
Or even though I don't even think that exists anymore. But,
what?
Yeah, the Smodcast network.
What's a Smodcast?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't even
It's
know
all
what it is.
it's all the podcasts
It's a
that
bunch
Kevin
of
Smith do.
Smith's podcast shows.
Oh, I thought it was his TV show thing with the nerds.
No, that was Comic Book Men.
Yeah, comic book
Yeah,
man.
that
There we
was Comic
go.
Book Man, but it was also a Smodcast production. Yeah.
No, but I mean, seriously, if that's what we're doing now, then we should do that for like everybody, because then that's not fair. Because I feel left out.
I feel
Okay, then
triggered.
fine.
Gotcha.
Okay,
And
then fine.
I have concerns too that need to be
Alright, then.
apologized so I can move forward and enjoy.
Okay.
So if we're being that ridiculous, I should get on board because I have my feelings too.
All right, so if we're gonna do that, then I want to do with this. So any movie like Twilight or anything that has to do with like fucking up vampires for tweens and whatever the fuck, I want a disclaimer.
Mhm.
Even though it has horror movie monsters, this is going to be boring for regular people, not
Right.
for young girls, but for everyone else. This is going to be boring.
Oh,
All
no,
right.
the disclaimer
So-
should be: don't be fooled by the fact that it says vampire. This is not a horror movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
I want this. I want the same disclaimer for Vampire Diaries.
Word, for real. Like seriously, there is
speaking
no
of-
murdering or blood in the making of this film titled Vampire Diaries, which you think is going to be filled with lust, orgies, and throats.
No. There's a bunch of that or whatever, but it's very censored.
Orgies, yes, but no.
Yeah,
no,
there is, but it's very censored. It is CW censored.
Oh.
The only reason why I know this is because my wife decided to watch it from the beginning again, and I have had the pleasure of
No, I need to watch
when
that.
I'm trying to sleep. Go ahead, you can watch another episode. I'm just playing games on my phone or I'm playing my Switch, right? And then I look over and I'm just like, this is what's gonna happen next. And then lo and behold, it happens next. Because you know what it is? It is the same thing. Like
right. It's generic. Yes.
yeah,
That's
it's generic drama that you know that what's gonna happen next, what's gonna happen next. And even at one point, she's like, "Is this gonna happen?" And it happened, and she's just like, "Oh my god!" I'm just like, "You just fucking called it. What the fuck?" And you're still surprised.
Wait, so it's like a novella?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is the
Wait,
blandest. It is the blandest novella.
Blandest
Okay.
novella with blood and orgies?
Yes, but
So
let's
what
just
is
add
it,
to it or
like
whatever.
It's a CW show.
Eyes wide
It's a
shut?
Yeah, pretty much.
with blah blah blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my God. That right there is more entertaining than
Oh my
the
God,
couple of
I
episodes.
I watched all three of
They're
Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah,
They were
they're fun.
fantastic. Like
They're
I want
great.
to own them.
And they're making a fourth one.
Totally,
They're in the works
I
of a fourth
totally-
one.
they do. I
Okay.
totally slapped that shit aside and was like, no,
Okay.
shame on me.
The only thing I feel bad for is what was it? CeeLo Green was the mummy in the first one, and then they couldn't afford the CeeLo Green money, so they gave it to what was it? Keegan Michael Key, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I love how we went on this tangent.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're done now. Steve,
yeah.
continue. But yes, movies now need disclaimers
Yeah,
for
back to the list.
everybody. Fuck that. That is the
Okay.
message here before we move on. If they get a disclaimer for their
banana
ridiculous,
split, banana
I
shake.
want one too.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm
Okay.
done.
I
I've
do.
spoken.
From Checkers, it's delicious.
Yeah, basically. So instead of doing the regular rank list, I decided to go with an IMDb poll, which is the same thing I did last week. So why the fuck not this week? 'Cause last week was pretty fun, and this week is gonna be another fun one because of course I like picking random shits, and I'm going with the poll that they call the 25 best 90s movies.
Oh fuck.
So the 25 best 90s movies. We're gonna go with
Movies,
the top
like
10
teen movies, like movies.
Movies in general.
Yes.
Movies in general
From
from
the
the
90s.
90s.
Yes. So let's start with Alex. Give me your pick for one of the top 10 90s movies.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day is number 8.
How the fuck is it all the way down there? Now, Franny, go ahead. Tell me, please. Tell someone what is it?
Garbage.
Garbage.
Garbage,
Thank
garbage,
you.
garbage, garbage,
Oh,
garbage.
I fucking missed you. I've missed you so much. It's kind of
Garbage.
funny. This is
Well,
gonna sound so wrong. I missed you
That should
hard.
have been in the top 5.
Yeah.
It's in the top 10. It's in the top 10.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Franny. Your go.
Only because the remake is coming out and I want to talk about it later in like a rant-ish session. The Witches.
No. That is
Fuck
not in
this
the
list.
That's not in the that's not even in like the top 20.
That is a 90s movie. I
Yes.
just Googled it to make sure it was.
I know. We spoke about the witches a few weeks ago on one of the episodes that you weren't on.
Yes, and we're talking about it again because the poster just came out, so we can.
Ah, okay.
And I want to nitpick at that poster.
Okay. So Alex, what's your next choice, sir?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction is number 3.
Wow.
Yes.
You are
I'm
just
happy Lisa's
killing
up
it.
there.
Yes, that is up there. That is a great one, and I love it. It's one of my favorite Ving Rhames movies. So yeah,
That's one of my favorite, like top 5 or top 10 movies of all time. So yeah.
Franny, what you got?
Total Recall.
Total Recall. That is not in the top 10.
Oh my god. Okay.
The top 10, unfortunately.
That's bullshit. That
It's
is
okay.
garbage.
It's
But
okay.
okay.
You'll see the rest of the ones that are on this list, and you're gonna be like, okay, I get it. These are pretty good.
All right, Franny. I really did miss you. Fight Club.
Fight Club, yes, that is number 4. Yes, Fight Club is number 4. So Franny, what's your next one?
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is number 7.
Yeah.
I fucking love Goodfellas.
I love that. Are you
Yes.
laughing at me?
Yeah.
Are you laughing at me?
Yeah.
What's so funny? Are you laughing at me?
It's
I fucking
Yeah.
love that movie.
fucking great. Alex, give me one more.
Knowing the list right now, and I hate this movie with a passion. The Matrix.
Ah, yeah. That's I was gonna
That
say
came
that
out in
earlier.
the 90s.
Yeah, that was 99, and that is number 2 on the list.
I fucking hate people.
It's all good. It's all good. I enjoy the fuck out of that movie.
I got one. I like the first one. The rest of them could
That's the first. That's the
go
only one that's on
flat.
the list. That's the first one is the only one on the list. Of course.
I
it-
love the first
Yeah,
one.
because
The first one is a lot of fun. I saw a really funny
I
meme with like Neo regretted taking the blue pill after he realized he had to do 1 and 3.
That's hilarious.
I was like, yes, so did I. I absolutely regretted wanting him to fucking take the blue pill.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that was the most uncomfortable and cringy sex orgy I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, that was the worst.
I haven't seen anything worse yet to make me go, ew. Like,
No, the actual word was,
Oh my
whoa, I have to do that? Whoa.
that's
The actual
good.
word was barf. That was the actual word.
Okay, I got one, but I don't think
Not-
it's gonna be on
Not cool.
because it's like a movie, but it's one of my favorites, and I just found out it's from the 90s.
Okay.
Flatliners.
Oh, I like Flatliners. That shit
love
actually really good. And you know what's funny? Actually, I enjoyed the remake of it.
I didn't watch it
It's actually not too bad.
because I wasn't in the mood to be distraught for days.
That makes sense. That makes sense. It's actually entertaining. Like I tell you,
Like entertaining, like, oh my god, I want them all to die because they suck, or like legitly entertaining.
a little bit of both.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
Can I get an honorable mention before we do this list?
Yes. What's your honorable mention?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's there. That's number 10.
Yeah, that's number 10.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Shit.
That's the 80s slow clap. The 90s slow clap. Yeah.
Come out in the. Damn it.
She's jujuling.
No, I'm trying not to. I was wondering if Jurassic Park came out in the 90s.
Yes, it did come out in the 90s. It came out.
Okay, then I'm gonna go with that.
Okay, well, yeah, that is number 6.
Or Ninja Turtles, and I really could not remember if they came out in the 90s.
That is number 6 on the list.
Number
Jurassic
what?
Park.
Number 6.
Okay, cool.
Jurassic Park.
Okay, so we're gonna go
funny.
through. You guys have pretty much gone through almost all of them already.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
The top.
we're gonna go with the top. We're gonna go with the top 15. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Number 15, Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Number 14, we have The Lion King.
Oh shit!
Number 13, Fargo.
I've never seen that.
It's fucking great. Number 12, one of my favorite movies of all time, The Silence of the Lambs.
That's a good movie too.
That book.
Yeah,
I'm about to read it. I just finished The Red Dragon.
Yeah, all those books are fucking great. Number 11, we have Toy Story. Number 10, Forrest Gump. Number 9, we have Titanic. Fuck that movie. Yeah,
I like that movie, so.
Okay, that's fair.
Don't
Number 9, number 10, we have Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Number 7, we had Goodfellas. Number 6, we had Jurassic Park. Number 5, we have Schindler's List. Such a depressing movie, but
it is a good movie.
Really
but it is a
good.
really good movie. Yes. Number 4, we have Fight Club. Number 3, we have Pulp Fiction. Number 2, we have The Matrix, and the number 1 movie is The Shawshank Redemption.
Garbage.
That's actually good.
Garbage. I'm sorry. I just saw that movie. And I don't know if it's because it was overhyped for years for me. Everyone going, oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. It is a prison movie.
Yeah, it is a prison movie.
Okay. I would say that Green Mile is better. Blood In, Blood Out is better.
Well,
yeah, but we're talking about movies.
Even though they are prison movies, they are different movies. They're different types of movies.
No, I'm saying as a prison movie,
yeah,
it was just okay. It didn't enlighten me. It didn't change my life. It didn't make me go, oh my God. It didn't do
She
anything
wants
to
face off. That's what she wants.
It really did. And I think it's because it was overhyped for so long. Because I've never seen it until literally a month ago.
Okay.
And I called up my best friend, Brian, not yours, unrelated, and was like, I'm sorry, dude, but I just finished Shawshank, which took me into the morning because that shit is long as fuck. Yeah. And it was good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm going to think about it for 2 days. Right. It was literally, okay, this was good. I could have waited till tomorrow to watch it instead of staying up all night to finish it and be like, oh, okay. Cool. He dug out of the wall and slammed through poopy for the length of there was nothing that it did nothing for me.
It did nothing.
I feel like I missed out, but I
think maybe you should have watched it when it came. No, I'm saying I think if you'd have watched it back in the day, maybe we would have said something different now.
Yeah, but then that means it just doesn't hold up. Like, okay, yeah, it's a done film.
Yeah.
Okay. Like they did great acting.
It definitely is.
But there is nothing that stood out to me for it to be number one on this list. Again, I feel like it's overrated.
Okay, that's
There
fair.
it goes. It's overrated. It was.
I mean, it's not as bad as Ranker, but you know.
No. I'm talking about the movie.
Like, dude, you guys, if we're gonna compare it to Ranker, you guys did a really good job with this one because of course with Ranker, you guys would have gotten like 2 of them.
Right. True.
Yeah.
Yes, because they would have picked obscure movies that like really they like that garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you IMDb for this awesome.
Be not so
A better
sucky.
list.
Despite my disagreeing with number one of the 90s.
It's all good. And also, Alex disagreed with number 2. Fair.
All right. So my question: where on that list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That is
Yeah,
not even it's not in the top 25 at all.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was like the staple of the 90s. That list now needs to be called garbage. That's garbage. It needs to be
for us, it is a staple of the 90s. But there's a lot more movies on there. I closed out the list because, of course, we're already pretty much done with it.
Yeah, we don't want to keep looking.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying though, this is our show. So as far as I'm concerned, this is garbage. Because on my list, the Turtles is definitely a big part of the 90s.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this, Steve.
Yeah, I remember.
That is, I still remember that when they call Raphael the leader, which is the biggest mistake in that fucking song, is like, how the hell that when they did this rap that they mentioned that Raphael's the leader, I was like, how the fuck is he the leader?
Yeah.
It's like, did you not watch the cartoon as a reference? Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines.
Why would they?
Because he's a horny fuck.
Yeah. But that leads us to the mid song of the week. And this week we actually chose. Well, I actually chose 2 totally different songs than what we usually play. And the song that I'm about to play is from a dude we actually played a few weeks ago when we had Damon and Foxy on here. It's Fantastic Negrito. He came out with a new album this week, and the song that I'm going to be playing from it is How Long. It's a really good fucking song. It's actually like a really good album as well. So make sure you check it out. And how do I say? We'll be right back. God damn it.
Redo.
Yeah, what the fuck? Play, you dumb fuck. This will be all edited out, of course. But
is it really?
Is it? Yeah, it's being a fucking butthole now.
Maybe you gotta tickle the berries.
To all my baby, Al Capone's out there screaming all alone, full of shit, full of hope. Holding on, we can repeat the same old lies that ain't make us feel alright. Try to escape, but we gotta fight the scary one. When you're standing all alone where the wild things roam with the loud mouth king of the hill, pushing, moving so fast, spitting out hashtags as a lynch mob ready to kill you. What will you become? Or what if we become? Tell me how long? Tell me how long? Tell me how Tell me how long. Keep that pistol ready to blast. 0 to hero, you must think fast. He won't be right. He wants to fight the scary ones. So deep in a hole, he cannot breathe. You're so far away from me. Jimmy's a freak. He needs peace. He's holding on. When you're standing all alone, where the wild things roam with the loudmouth king of the hill. Pushing, moving so fast, spitting out hashtags, just lynch my blood and kill you. What have we become? Oh, what have we become? Tell me how long. Tell me how long. Tell me how long. Tell me how long.
All right, and we are back. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! That was a super fun song. I actually like. I like Fantastic Negrito. He's actually really fucking good. He's got a different sound, of course. You know, that's different than what we usually play on the show. But I figured, why the fuck not? Because
Changing it up.
yeah, exactly. Got to switch it up from time to time. You know, gotta enjoy the musics and shit because it's fun. Music's makes the world go round. So, yeah. So that leads us to some geek shit. Geek shit. And this week we got some pretty interesting shit that came out, and some of the things that came out, it's actually pretty cool. Of course, we are fans of the DC Universe stuff. Well, at least I'm a fan of the DC Universe stuff. So that includes, you know, Titans and Harley Quinn show and Doom Patrol and what's the other one that's on there? Some of other shit that's on there. Stargirl, of course, that's on the Disney, the DC Universe. So what we got this week, of course, is this what's happening now is the DC Fandom, and we got news that DC Fandom, of course, is a show that it's like a Comic-Con, but just for DC shit for 24 hours. So talking about all the DC stuff coming and that's going on and everything. But we got news that all the DC universe is basically being canceled out, but not canceled out in that, you know, we're not going to see those again, but DC universe is pretty much being canceled out. And everything that we have on the DC universe is going to be moved over to HBO Max. So that's a good thing because that's kind of what everything we were kind of thinking about was going to happen. Because they started moving everything over. We got news that that Doom Patrol was going to be on both streaming services, and then we saw that Stargirl was going to be on both the DC universe and on the CW stuff. And then we were wondering, like, okay, so what's going to happen with Titans? And then we heard that Harley Quinn got moved over to HBO Max. So we were just like, okay, yeah. So are they going to move, the rest of the shows over? And yeah, we got news that everything that we have on the DC universe, as far as original programming for them, will be moving over to the HBO Max service, and that's going to be pretty cool because now we don't have to worry about being all over the place trying to find subscriptions and shit for that. Of course, there are other places to procure it, but the fact that you have it all at one place now is pretty cool.
So does that mean they're gonna fade out the DC Universe app and everything?
Yes, because I don't know if I think we mentioned it a couple weeks ago, but they were also phasing out the fact that you can actually have a subscription for over a year. So they weren't doing any more yearly subscriptions for a while. About about a month ago or so, they were saying that they weren't doing any more monthly subscriptions. So, or like a whole year subscription. So you would only go monthly. So I guess they were probably already thinking about like, oh yeah, we're just gonna phase this shit out. We're just gonna move everything over there because of course, if you had your HBO Max, you see that they have tons of Warner Brothers stuff on there already. So seeing that you have all this other HBO, not HBO, but fucking WB products in another place, why not just bring everything together? Especially since people are already paying for shit. Move it over and have everything paid for one little subscription, and then fuck it. It's going to be cool there.
I have a question.
Okay.
HBO Max.
Yes.
I have HBO,
Yes.
HBO Go, which are kind of like the same thing. Where the fuck is HBO Max?
HBO Max is a separate app.
Is that a separate payment
might
too?
be. I don't know how that works.
If it is, they could go
But
fuck themselves because I already paid for
You
HBO.
should check. You should check.
But
It should,
I can't find it on my
you
app.
go to the fucking app store.
When I click on HBO on my smart TV,
Check on the app store.
I can't find it. So I think the harsh reality is I need to like pay for
Or
it.
check in the app store because sometimes some TVs they haven't put that because it's only been out for like about a month or two. So
So best case scenario, I just need a separate app.
yeah, and then you could just stream it onto your TV and shit. Yeah, you can have it all on your phone and then just stream it from your phone to your TV.
My phone is garbage, so no, it needs to be on my smart TV.
Excuse me.
No, excuse me. Forgive me.
Oh man,
phone
no,
is
that means
bad.
we're gonna have to invest on a Fire Stick for Franny.
Or,
I thought you were gonna say a GoFundMe so you get a better phone, but yeah, that works too.
hey, we
Oh my
got to think small. We got to think
We can
small.
go well, Amazon wishlist. Okay, relax. Or the classic one that we always go with, Dear Ellen.
Yeah, word.
Oh, I don't know. She's on the hot plate now.
Yeah, word. I don't think that's gonna work for very much longer anymore, Alex.
Dear Eugene
man.
Levy.
Word.
It's
Would
gonna-
you be my
it's gonna-
daddy?
or
In a non-sexual
we can go
way.
or we can go for the Franny one, Dear Ryan Reynolds.
Mm,
Yeah, that works too. Yeah.
that's so sexual, like all day, every day. That'd be kind of awkward.
I need this, and this.
And I'll do whatever you want me to.
Just say the safety word. What's the safety word? There's no safety word.
Yeah. So yeah, HBO Max has pretty much all the WB shit. It's gonna be up there. I don't know how they're gonna work with the CW shit if it's gonna eventually move over there, but at the moment we'll have all the CW shit, all the DC universe stuff going over to HBO Max, and that's pretty cool. I'm down with that because of course I enjoy the Doom Patrols. Titans is pretty good. Harley Quinn is fucking great.
I finally saw Doom Patrol.
What do you think of Doom Patrol?
I actually like it.
Good.
I thought you were gonna kick out of that. I actually liked it. I'm
I-
3
I-
episodes in, and I like it.
Yes. It's a fantastic fucking show.
And you guys all know that's really hard for me to say because I'm very hard on the DC Universe live action shows.
Yeah.
Because I am a snob. And I really like Doom Patrol so far. And I'm 3 episodes in. So that's really early for me to actually be like, oh my God, I haven't liked it.
What I love about the show is that it is a superhero show, but it doesn't worry about going into each character's superpowers.
Right. It's a character show. Like it's more focused on the character development so far of hooking you in, getting to know them, than obsessing about their power.
Yeah.
And I
Like,
kind of felt that way.
of course you do get some of the powers in it. You'll see some of the characters, using their powers, but it's not only based on just let's see powers throughout the entire thing. Which
right,
is
and like really lazy dialogue. This actually has content. I actually feel like the characters have dimension. So I really like it because I feel like the DC shows for me have been very spotty. Like I can't say I don't like them because I love the first half of fucking Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
As cheesy as it was, I truly enjoyed it. So I mean, for me, it's hot and cold. Sometimes they score, and sometimes I want to forget it ever happened.
Yeah, but you also got to remember the shows that are on like the DC Universe or now HBO Max are shows that people are paying for.
Mm-hmm. Right, which means I'm excited that they might actually up the ante in terms of like I might finally get what I want, which is consistency of the really good episodes instead of the whole carelessness of getting rid of writers and just like whistling along, which I've complained about in the past. So I'm actually excited about this crossover.
Yeah.
I was just kind of annoyed because I don't know. I have HBO, but like HBO, like do I have HBO Max? But you could help me with that.
Check out.
So I gotta go find out by myself. But at least tonight, I'm gonna download the app and see what happens.
So
that's a step forward. But I am really excited about this, especially the fact that I just started liking Doom Patrol. So
it's really good. I finished season 2 a couple weeks ago. It's so good.
I only have season 1. My brother dropped it off to me like yesterday.
That's awfully nice of him.
He was like, oh, because I love Brendan Fraser, and you guys been telling me, he's in it, but I've been very standoffish.
Yeah.
So him actually bringing it to me is kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll watch it.
So good. His character is so fucking good on that show.
Yeah. I just saw how he became him.
Yeah, how he became Robot Man or whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah. So fucking good. I fucking love it. And as the seasons go, you get to see a lot more of him and a lot more of his story and how everything pans out for him in the long run.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And you get to see that with like all the characters pretty much. Like you get to see how everybody evolves into into being either better heroes or just seeing how everything works out for them.
You know what it reminds me of, but the American version without lightning, but it's still like Misfits characters. It reminds me of the show Misfits.
Yes.
Like I absolutely love that show. Like I think
that is a very good comparison of it.
That show raised the bar. That show, since it's so old, that came out in like the early 2000s, I want to say, by Tom Green, which is fucking crazy. I feel like not enough people talk about it and give it the credit it deserves. Because for me, they raised the level of what I wanted out of a superhero TV show. Like even after they switched out characters, their content and story was so on point. It was still really good. It didn't matter. You still wanted to watch it, even though your favorite characters have gone.
Yeah.
But they disappeared within the story format, and it made sense why they moved on, why they died. You cry. Like it was such an experience, and Doom Patrol has my hopes high for that type of experience again.
Yeah. And what's really cool is that you get a lot of character development, especially for
especially now with it moving to HBO. Let me
Yeah.
not leave that out, because I was still like, oh my god, I hope I like this show. And then I read your thing about it moving over, and I was like, yes, this might continue in an episodic manner till the end now that it has an HBO budget and HBO writers and HBO fucks given.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds like a wonderful holiday.
Yeah,
Happy HBO fucks giving.
Oh, I like that. That's like every Sunday.
I like it. And then some other shit that I actually like is we actually got news that Jack Osborne, son of Ozzy Osbourne, is going to be doing a biopic on Ozzy and Sharon's love life. So seeing how they pretty much fell in love, and their journeys for the last 30, 40 years.
Decades.
Yeah. So we're gonna get a whole biopic based on just that. Not just Ozzy's story, but also Sharon is a big part of Ozzy's story.
Yeah, it's their love story biopic.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else. It's their love story biopic, which is exciting.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to really read about it, but I really hope they get it directed by the dude that did Rocket Man, because I thought that was done so real, but yet so artsy.
Right.
And they worked really hard to keep in the darkness, but smooth it out.
Right.
And
also with Rocket Man, Elton John had a lot to do with it too.
Right. So I'm saying if it's Jack, Ozzy's son, and he has a lot to do with it with that kind of director, then it could be a dark, creative, yet happy silver light. Like, I feel like that director would do justice to that kind of story.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the first time I actually said, "Oh my god, that director should do this." Ever.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that director's name because I suck at remembering names. But that's who I was thinking. I was like, I really hope they give it to him or someone that I don't know who's just as good as him. Because I would love to see that movie, because I love the Osbournes. When I was in a very dark place and I watched their trashy TV show because it was a reality show, I felt not alone.
So you're talking about Dexter Fletcher is the director of
Thank you. Dexter Fletcher.
Yes, Dexter Fletcher.
Fletcher or Flexer?
Fletcher.
I think he's amazing to tell that story.
Yeah.
As a director.
He's pretty good. I haven't watched it yet, but I do have it in my brain. So I'm like, oh yeah, I need to watch
it is literally like a painting. It is it's done so well and so true. So true and so gritty. Like, usually I feel like with biopics, it's really hard to find that balance of telling the dark truth while still making it look pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know any other fancier way to put that.
No,
to make the dark truth,
you're explaining it pretty well. Yeah.
And just do the paintbrushes on the screen so lovely that you feel it. You don't get overwhelmed. You don't get put off. You don't get you feel so bad for them that you're just like, oh my god, you destroyed my hero, because you cared. It's just done so evenly, with the darkness.
Yeah.
It's spread out very well, like peanut butter on jelly. And I only feel like he could do it right, because I followed Ozzy and Sharon's love story. Like I said, I idolized them for a very long time, and their story is a rocky one. And it has very dark places, and I really want to see it come out that succulently creative, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. Like, I really want to see what what they're gonna put together with it, because of course it's still in the beginning works of it. It's still being written and shit like that, but it is
It's
happening.
a great idea because
Yeah.
it's a great love story because it literally is not your common love story.
Right, absolutely. It's not.
It's literally a whirlwind of what the fuck, and love literally is the only thing that kept their kite from flying into a fucking tree.
Yeah.
And you don't really get any of those stories like that,
Mhm.
and have it end
Or
with
electric
them
lines.
still together,
Yeah. For real.
to old age. Like, so, oh God, I want it to be the best movie ever.
Yeah, no,
I
agree
really,
with
really
you.
do.
I definitely agree with you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Something that also came out this week that I'm not so excited for, but
Ooh,
still
that's okay.
kind of like, like I want to see it because I was a fan of the original, but then seeing that this is not gonna be anything like the original, it's kind of like upsetting. And what I'm talking about is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We've loved that show since the fucking 90s, and we recently got news that they're rebooting it.
And it's supposed to be darker, guys. It's
But
supposed to be
a
more like, oh
drama.
my God, how much does his life really suck?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a drama. It's a drama based on like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like,
but to me, it was already a drama. It was a drama comedy. It had real
Right.
serious story
Right.
plots with comedic overhead.
Right. Yeah, but I guess from what they did, it was
This
that
one's
it
not
was,
going to be funny.
too
It's
much
just-
comedic before.
Yeah, there's going to be no funny. It's just going
Right.
to be a lot of oh my God.
Yeah, minus all the Will Smith and the fucking the throwing out of Jeff.
I don't think it's going to work, honestly. And I find it, again, very tasteless that all you're going to do is take the name and smother it on something that is not really what it is,
Yeah.
just because you want to get viewers. How pathetic
Yeah.
are you?
It is
Seriously.
quite pathetic.
It's really fucking sad.
I agree. Yeah, it is very fucking sad, but
I like when we agree. That's like so rare.
I know it is very rare.
I am
But,
so over the moon right now. You agree with me. Oh my God.
You
Cheers.
made me so
Cheers.
happy,
We need a
Steve.
cheers. Cheers. Damn it.
There you go.
Fine, cheers.
Yeah. It's still like up in the air as to when this is gonna be coming out, but
Hopefully never. I'm hoping it gets like lost in the 2020 sauce and it never happens.
well, it's still being like shopped by a whole bunch of different networks and shit, but at the moment,
But wasn't there something before that they came out with, like I don't know if it was a fan thing or whatever, but they tried to make a trailer
right? Yeah,
or that was it based off of that?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's based off of that trailer, and that's why they were like, oh yeah, let's fucking make an entire movie off of it. Because it technically it's literally like what you would expect from that type of story. Like it's the Fresh Prince. Like he had a really good story. Like yeah, he lived in Philly and he had his issues in Philly, and then he was like, oh yeah, my parents would send me out to fucking Bel-Air.
He was playing basketball, got beat up by some dudes. His mom got scared they would come by and shoot him, so she sent him to California. You literally could have named this anything else if that is all you're taking. If that is all you're taking is the intro fucking song, then it's not Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's a dude from the hood going to Bel-Air. Like, it's not the same thing, and it's really upsetting because they're not going in the same direction. No. It's gonna be a drama, and I saw it. They're really like putting like drama in big fucking words. Yeah. So literally, that means don't expect there to be funny moments. Expect it to be harsh and real.
Yeah.
But you want to call it Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Why couldn't they just call it Prince of Bel-Air? Yeah. And leave fresh out, because fresh meant Will Smith, and it being fresh and funny and a little bit cheesy and corny, and there's fucking dancing in it. Okay, like.
But they're not calling it Fresh Prince. They're calling it Bel-Air by itself. So yeah, I'm like I said,
I'm a little bit
I'm
pacified with that, but
I'm
I'm still
not.
not excited about it.
I'm not super excited for this. I'm not. I'm really not.
I just wonder if they're gonna make any cameos with the original cast and stuff like that.
That would be cool.
Imagine you're gonna have. Oh my god, it'll be really hilarious. They're gonna have like a cat fight scene in a bar, and it's gonna be both Aunt Vivs.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be way too creative. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give them that credit, but that is a great idea, Alex.
Yeah,
That is-
they randomly hear this and they go, "That is fucking genius! Get that guy that was rambling random bullshit on that podcast."
Yeah, yeah.
No, don't do
Yeah,
it to
so
the
we
red
can
letter
do bags
media.
at Disney
They'll
money.
just steal your idea and pretend you never said it.
Wait, hold on. Copyright InnerCityGeeks 2020. There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
it's up. It's official. We made it up.
It's there. It's there.
It's there.
Don't take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not so excited for it. Like, would I watch it? Probably like an episode or two, see how how
He
entertaining it
watches
is.
everything.
I do. I give everything a shot. I give everything a shot.
You do. You're full of so much hope and like zip.
Yeah.
You know.
One of the things that I have been enjoying, of course, I mentioned it last week, but I didn't. You didn't know, but I've been watching Killing Eve. That shit is fucking great.
Killing Eve.
Yes,
I don't know what that is.
it's a TV show that is like 2 or 3 seasons or whatever, but it's about
BBC, AMC.
yes, BBC, AMC, whatever, but it's kind of like a Hannibal Lecter story, and but the killer is a female and she's out still. She's out in the world, so she's still killing people, and the detective knows who she is and she's trying to find her everywhere. It's fucking insanely
So
good.
it's like Carmen Sandiego meets Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
Oh my god! Look what I just
Where-
did.
Where
You're-
in the
I
world
just
is
figured
Hannibal
out the
Lecter?
entire plot.
But it's really good. It's written very
Oh my
it's very,
god! You
I
gotta
gotta
have
check it out.
games
Where-
where you gotta try to find places on the map on the big floor.
yeah,
Where's
pretty
that?
much.
Where's that streaming? Because I could totally do Carmen Sandiego, Cannibal Lecter style. That sounds so hot. That really.
Well,
does.
it's not really cannibal. She's not a cannibal, but she's an assassin.
She should be a fucking cannibal. That'd be
She's
hot.
an assassin. She's an assassin. So she
I'm gonna write that story now.
yeah, do it.
No one take it. I'm calling it
Do
right
it.
now.
Do it now.
Do it. Do it.
Do it now. Rani, type
yeah,
on your
it's-
thing.
At the moment, you can watch it on Hulu. I watch it on Hulu as well.
Okay, I'm gonna totally check that out.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. It's really good. It's very well written and it's really fucking good.
Because that sounds like two things that I like being mashed together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped my phone in excitement of your idea.
Yeah.
No, I really have to do it. Oh my god, I gotta write this down.
Yeah, fucking definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. And then speaking of somewhat excitement, I know Franny, you're a fan of The Clueless. But
But I am not a fan of this.
yeah, I'm not. It's another thing that I'm not
Oh
really.
my god, I
for.
saw that and I threw up a little bit in my mouth
Yeah.
because
So what we're talking about now is we're talking about Clueless, the reboot. Yeah, as Franny pukes over there. Yeah. Yeah, Franny Clueless is getting a reboot, and this reboot is going to be not your typical reboot. Of course, we just heard that reboots are going all drama.
hard. They're going hard again. Like if it's the mid
This one-
2000s.
This one is going hard in the paint, like most, like a lot of the CW shows that are basically taking older shit and making it new, kind of like the Riverdale, which is based off of the Archie stories.
That was fun because like that wasn't done before. It was a comic.
Right.
It was a cartoon.
Yeah.
And then they turned it into reality.
Right. So what they're doing with this, with Clueless, is that they're turning it into a bit of a mystery.
Mystery, my foot right up those fucking writers' asses.
Yeah. So what happens is that Dion, who is Stacey Dash's character in the movie, is basically trying to figure out what the fuck happened to Cher, which was what's her face's character.
Oh, Cher is missing.
Yes, and
The
shit
main-
is missing.
I'm sorry, I can't. This is like a fan fiction novel that I would have not wanted to fucking read.
Right, yeah. So that's happening, and basically, it's Dion has to basically figure out, like, oh yeah, I'm the popular girl in school now, but what the fuck happened to this chick? Why is this happening to me? Why am I?
That is the weakest thing
Yeah,
I've heard all year.
yeah.
And there's a lot of garbage coming out. And this is like the weakest of the weakest. This is
and
awful.
this is yeah.
Absolutely awful.
This it falls under the category of garbage.
Straight garbage. This is literally a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
It smells like straight burning baby diaper garbage. Like,
hot.
oh my god. It is
All the
so
hot
fucking hot garbage.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it bombs just like the Heather show did and
Yeah.
just like the High Fidelity show did. Can you just stop? Like, you got a track record of garbage going straight into the garbage.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you want to turn around and throw some fancy, oh my god, you don't respect me. No, we don't want to watch garbage.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with your lack of talent, writers. Not even the
It's-
actors.
It's not me, it's you.
Writers.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
it
funny
is
thing is,
so
like, a lot of the actors
them.
are actually really good. The actors are pretty good, but they can only do so much with
Right.
writing.
Right. And I'm sorry, that pitch, I would have not accepted that pitch. I would have looked at them and be like,
But
are you
guess
high?
what? Guess what? It's gonna be
They-
on the most accessible streaming app ever.
Peacock?
Oh, yeah, Peacock. Which
Peacock.
you guys told me about, and I said that word offended me. Like, I just don't even want to watch it. I just like I can't even say peacock. All I see is a cock ball shaft with a pretty peacock feather behind it because it's an unknown streaming site.
Yeah.
It's an unknown streaming site called Peacock.
Nasty
what I
big
think.
cock. There you go, NBC.
And I
Nasty
blame
big cock.
me when they came out with their album The Flaming Cock, and it literally was the shape of a cock. So that's what I visually see for that channel. So when I saw it was made by that channel, I was like, good, it's gonna have
Rise of the
one
Phoenix.
season and disappear.
Yep.
Because if
I-
High Fidelity, and I told you guys it was awful, High Fidelity lasted one season on Hulu, which is an actually good streaming site that's been
Right.
around for a while,
Yeah.
and it sucked. So it
Yeah.
got canceled. And then recently, they just came out complaining, saying bias, that's why they got canceled because people aren't open-minded. And I'm like, no, boo-boo. You got canceled because you're garbage and you was thin. Your shit was so thin. It
Yeah.
made me want to go back and watch High Fidelity and cry for you, trying to even touch what they did.
Yeah.
And I haven't even read the novel yet. I probably would have been more upset.
Probably.
Tell us how you really feel.
Hashtag. Damn it. That's not a hashtag. I want that book.
Hashtag damn it. Okay.
There we go. Hashtag damn it. I want High Fidelity for Christmas. I just realized, how do I not have that book?
Right.
It was one of my favorite movies. It was my first
There's
movie
Stana.
review, and I don't have the book.
It's all good. It happens.
Oh, and here's my question for the Clueless thing. Are they going to talk like me right now and be like, whatever, as if, get real, and
That would be interesting because that was a very, very like 90s thing to do.
Yeah, which makes it a staple. Like, that's my whole thing. Certain movies in certain eras are a staple. You cannot regurgitate something again
Yeah.
because that's no longer the time period.
Uh-huh.
That's why it's a timeless piece. That's
Mhm.
why it's a cult classic.
Yep.
People
But
need,
I'm pretty sure they may have that that drawer or whatever the fuck they
and
call
that's going to be terrible because people don't talk that way unless they're extremely eccentric.
it.
Because these are supposed to be high school kids, right?
Yeah.
Or are they in college now and she went missing?
Well, it could be. I don't know. It could be the high school thing. It could be the college thing. I don't know. Regardless, I am not
They
excited.
could be
for this
living on a moon.
That would be cool. That would actually make it interesting. But yeah. I'm
We're
gonna
both-
say fuck this show.
Yay.
Again,
Positive attitude, Steve.
Oh no, Steve's going with positive attitude. No, you're not with me on
Yeah.
this. Ah, fuck garbage. It's gonna be awful. That
Yeah.
is my
Who
conclusion.
are you, sir?
I'm going to. I'd rather eat glass than watch this show.
Yeah, I'd rather be slammed on thumbtacks.
Oh,
Oh my god,
that's
we
been done
agree
already.
again.
Someone here in this group has done that already, or has been done to them already.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
not
you've
gonna
done
say
both,
who.
Alex. You've eaten glass and fallen on thumbtacks.
No, I've had a glass bottle broken on my head in wrestling, and thumbtacks I've been slammed on. Yeah.
Oh, close. That is good. That is like a 50-50.
Yeah. So some other shit that actually was kind of exciting for me this week is we love SpongeBob. And,
Oh yes, I do.
yeah,
I did not love SpongeBob until my niece was born.
yeah.
Even
Oh,
though
I
Alex,
love it.
even
I
though
love it when it
Alex
first came out.
dragged me, Alex dragged me to the first SpongeBob movie.
Nice. Good
He was
job.
working in the movie theater, and he was like, "You have to watch this with me."
Good job.
Yeah,
Yes,
because it's
'cause
so
I'm
gonna be
like,
forever.
watch it with me. I don't want to feel so alone.
I don't want to be the
The
grown and fed in a
Hasselhoff
kids movie.
ride stuck with me forever.
Oh no, that movie is fucking hilarious.
Oh, no,
Yes,
man.
it was.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a really good movie.
I'm a man. I made it to Shell City. I rode the Hasselhoff.
So what's exciting this week that came out is that we got some news that our favorite starfish is getting his own spin-off.
I am not crazy about it.
I kind of
Okay.
am because I want to see the like by itself the antics of of Patrick. So you could just randomly hear whatever you can hear more of is mayonnaise an instrument?
Okay, so here's my question: where is the balance? Because you are literally once again going full retard.
Right.
If there's no balance with Patrick, and the balance with Patrick was SpongeBob.
Right.
So,
Well, the
are
way
you
that I
literally
take it
gonna
is
have me watch just Patrick for 30 minutes.
What it could
well,
be.
listen, if you read,
What you got?
I mean, like if you get, I gave it like an overview, like a quick look at the article, and the article says that that it's supposed to be apparently that he has his own TV show, right? Like like he has a talk show. So I think they will still keep certain characters anyway, because
Okay.
you just can't just take one character and try to work with that there, because I mean
I don't know.
in the
They
madness in other shows they did it. Like I'll give you an
Right,
example.
they
You had a great show like Jimmy Neutron, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they decided like, oh, let's run with it. Let's take one of the popular oddball characters and give him his own show, Planet Sheen. That was a dumpster fire and a half.
Yeah.
Right, which
And
I
what
would
it was, and what made me laugh was one character apparently is an alien, but it is the exact same character of Carl. So they had Carl, but as an alien, but it's not Carl, but it is Carl.
Oh boy.
That's that's exactly, Alex, what I'm expecting. And that kind of makes me sad because I finally like SpongeBob. It took me a decade to like it because I just never had the patience to sit down and watch a sponge and a starfish.
Uh-huh.
When it came out, that just wasn't appealing to me. But I did like the movie.
Okay.
I always had the movie that I liked, but I never went and watched the show until the past 2 years.
Gotcha.
So to see Patrick solo and it just being a talk show, I'm like, okay, but if there's no SpongeBob, where's the balance? I'm literally watching, like I said, full retard. I'm watching Tropic Thunder all day, every day. Fucking, what is it? Hot Ice? Hot Ice, dude. Ben Stiller.
Oh my God.
All day, every day, doing Simple Jack, dressed as a starfish. I don't know.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Don't laugh at me.
You make me happy. Oh my God! I saw the unrated version. Yo, the unrated version is insane.
Dude, Jack
Have you
Black's
seen
character
the
with
rated
with on the drugs. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm excited for it. Franny, not so much.
On the
But that's
fence.
okay.
On the fence. On the fence.
Yeah.
No,
I like.
she's hesitant. She's hesitant. I
Yeah.
get her hesitancy, right? That
Yeah.
you're just kind of like, I don't know, man, because it's like kind of the whole thing of. I remember when after Avatar: Last Airbender, and then they decided to go, "Hey, we're gonna do a continuation of it, Legend of Korra." Like, ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And it wasn't
Which
like
is
I
on
said, like I told you before,
Netflix. On Netflix
it
now.
wasn't bad, but it
Right.
wasn't good. But the idea of like, well, Aang's dead now, right? So Sokka, I think, is dead, right? Zuko's an old cranky dude.
Mhm.
Katara is now her grandma from the original, like So it's just kind of like, all right. But you do have a good voice cast, though, at least with that. So
Yeah, for sure. And you can find that on Netflix now too. So
I was
um
also gonna say that with the SpongeBob thing, right? That it is such a popular show that they do want to kind of continue with it, but I guess with you already know when it comes with a property, like that within time you don't want to drain it too much.
mhm.
But Nickelodeon sometimes is kind of guilty of doing certain things like that. So
Dude, they're like gimme, gimme, gimme. And people
Just
are like, yeah,
like
here, take it, take it,
Disney,
take it.
it
Yeah.
eats, it shits, it vomits, and then it eats its shit and its vomit, and it continues to think it's gonna shit out gold, and then they fuck up somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
but you know what the difference with Disney is? Disney apparently still has 2 bags of money. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disney's still resting on all the shit that Walt Disney did to make them so good. And
Yeah.
eventually, and you guys know this, I'm looking
Excuse
forward to the moment they hemorrhage. And they have
I'm waiting for the
problem.
day. And this may sound fucked up. I'm waiting for the day that when we go on Disney Plus and they go, "Oh shit, new to Disney Plus, Songs of the South." They had the nerve to put it out.
Yeah, no, they're not
Holy
gonna
They would
shit!
not do
not
that.
happening.
They would
That is
not. They
They're
don't
not
even
gonna
have
do
the
that.
balls to take in Deadpool as like Deadpool. Like he's a separate entity. They will not have balls to bring the South.
Yeah. Yeah. They wouldn't do that.
Which honestly, I'm
Zippity
sorry,
doo
but I am
dah,
against the
zippity yay.
deleting of our history and culture. I'm against it. It happened. It was
Dude,
there. We learned from it. We grew. It made us who we were. There is good mixed within the not so politically correct novelty. But, like, I'm not for it.
I
Yeah.
still remember
Yeah.
when it comes to Disney that I've seen that Donald Duck joining the Nazi Party propaganda
Oh my
thing,
God, I own
right?
that. And I actually did a report on it because,
Yeah,
like,
and the whole thing
that.
was, if I remember correctly, the ending of that he was having a dream, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
now, fun fact, because I did a report on it because I was actually taking a Holocaust kind of like class.
Uh-huh.
Walt Disney said the reason he did that was because around that time when they found out what Hitler was doing and his whole propaganda, because he was the first person to take propaganda and brainwash his masses with propaganda. That was a new thing.
Yeah.
No one knew what that was. So Walt Disney's story with Donald Duck was to like introduce that concept through his cartoon. And that's what I learned doing my research, was that cartoon was supposed to like show us what they were doing, where it was like they woke up and the first thing in their face was a piece of toast, coffee, and now you make bullets. And now you make bullets. Like that's literally how these people were programmed. And what I learned in my research at the time was that he just wanted us to know what was going on over there, and that propaganda was a real thing, that they literally woke up and went to sleep with this shit constantly in their face. And then as time grew, it blew up into all these other conspiracies and stuff. But back in the day, before like massive Google and YouTube, that's what I did my research on. I became obsessed with the idea of propaganda and how it unfolded into this negative mind controlling thing. And that's how I came across Donald Duck and Nazis. And it was like, oh my God, Walt Disney was trying to educate the masses on what exactly happened to these German people to do what they did while using Donald Duck. And I thought that was just like brilliant. it spiraled into other darker areas eventually because popular
She went to the
opinion.
rabbit hole of Disney.
Right, and like other rabbit holes, but in my in my research, that's where it led, and I actually love that. I actually own it on like the silver edition Disney Vault thing because I used to difficult relationship with Disney. He's an abusive partner, but that's another conversation.
You gotta watch me.
But anyway, I actually like that Donald Duck Nazi thing. It holds a special place in my heart.
Cool.
I'm done.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, but you're right though. It was the use of propaganda, but it was also the power of scapegoat. That this dude or whatever really found the right niche, and it's kind of bad to kind of put like that, but he found the right thing of the combination of propaganda and the power of scapegoat mixes together, and became one of the most powerful nations in the world for that many years. But within time or whatever was going to implode because you can only hate and take over but so much.
Right. Eventually, no, nothing lasts forever. Good or bad, it's going to disintegrate and end. So everything comes to an end. So that wasn't going to last that long. And
Credits.
Yeah. So now we go to our next segment, our next piece. So the next thing that we have is something that's kind of interesting to me. I'm gonna be talking about 47 Ronin. You guys remember the movie 47 Ronin?
Never seen it, actually. This is the one thing on the agenda.
It's the one.
I know nothing about.
It's the one. It's the one movie that came out in the early 2000s or whatever. It stars Keanu Reeves as a half Asian, half white samurai.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's seriously hot. How have I not seen that movie?
Yeah, that movie is it's very interesting. It's a bit of a dumpster fire because of course not that many people watched it. It's interesting. It's a fun movie to watch, but as far as story wise, it's kind of like I don't know. But
it kind of brings me back to The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise.
Right. Yeah. But the Last Samurai with Tom Cruise is just like that shit's just no, thank you.
You know what really made it off-putting was the fact that they picked Tom Cruise to be the Last Samurai. I'm not gonna lie, him being a midget, just like was very off-putting.
Well,
like he didn't look good in the outfit.
I'm vertically impaired.
He did not look good in his who does not look good in his samurai outfit? There's actually a movie which I can't remember the name of where John Cusack has on a fucking samurai outfit. And he kicks ass and he dies in a burning fire. And that was still epic to me compared to Tom Cruise trying to learn karate.
Wow.
Casting is very important and some people should not.
Yes, but remember Hollywood.
The movie that I think you're talking about is Dragon Blade.
Yes, it is such I saw it really high, so I don't want to like overpost.
You know what's funny? I want to have a list like that. What movies are great watching? Oh, fucked up.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of them.
If you're gonna watch it stoned, because I thought it was amazing. But sober, I'm gonna say sober. I honestly that stuck in my mind as a more like manly episodic battle than Tom Cruise dressed up in the same attire doing his thing. And I thought about that too in the middle of the fucking fire and they're having a fucking sword fight in a fiery building and it's Johnny Cusack dressed in fucking armor. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Tom Cruise did not look this awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys go check that out and figure it out for yourself. But compared to the two, Tom Cruise totally dropped. Like he was so badly casted for that movie.
Oh my god! Now, hopefully, my wish, please, internet, if there is a way to do this, or or if anybody does listen, take out Tom Cruise and superimpose the late Vern Troyer.
Wow.
Who's that?
Vern Troyer.
Oh my god, that's so wrong and yet so funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just picturing now because you're saying that you can't take him seriously so short. So like, why don't you put someone shorter?
He
Yeah.
would still look more badass in the face than Tom Cruise did. Tom Cruise during the entire fight looked constipated.
Yeah.
It's my serious face.
Like, I'm sorry, I just couldn't. He could do Independence Day. He could do Impossible all
Mission
day,
Impossible
every day.
18 times. Yeah.
But no, he's not the samurai, and that was terribly casted.
And then
That
Dragon
should have
Blade.
been.
Big sword.
Dragon Blade also has it also has Jackie Chan in it. He's the main dude, as well as Adrian Brody's in it too.
I have to check that out because it sounds hot.
Well, that's the one that you watched. Dragon-
I thought you started talking about Keanu Reeves.
No.
I don't remember any of the extras. I just remember Tom Cruise not going. Why is Tom Cruise in this movie?
No, but you're going back to the movie with the Cusack. That's what he's talking about.
So,
Oh, you talking about Cusack? Oh my God! Tell me what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She got lost in the movie. She was
I guess I'm still
Cusack,
about
Tom
the same
Cruise,
movie.
out of the closet, whatever.
Yeah. So back to 47 Ronin. Back to 47 Ronin.
right. Okay.
They are planning on Universal and Ron Yon. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but they're working on a sequel, but not just a sequel to 47 Ronin, but a cyberpunk sequel to 47 Ronin, which would be very interesting because, of course, it'll be taking place in a different time period, which is going to be very interesting because, of course, 47 Ronin did take place in like samurai times.
So it's gonna be cyberpunk samurais.
Yes.
Samuraises. Samurises? Like, what would be the cyberpunk?
It would be samurai.
Samurai. Yeah,
Samurai.
yeah, it would still be like cyberpunk samurai. I'm sorry, I thought it would.
Oh
Like,
my God! If we could get the Salon seal of approval, we got a show with the toy line.
Yeah, word. For real. But
Is it gonna be a combo of the video game, but with like samurai swords? Because that would be pretty cool.
that would be fucking cool. But being that Keanu Reeves,
I want the
is
toy line because I want to get money.
nowadays. Keanu Reeves is like the biggest shit nowadays, so they were like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna do something based off of his character's movie and shit. So there's no word as if Keanu Reeves is gonna be in this.
They Kramer freeze his ass.
Right? Yeah.
And they bring him back
He was
like Demolition
cryogenically
Man.
frozen, even though we never knew about this back in samurai days.
And he
But somehow,
teaches them-
or
he teaches
it could
them
be like how Captain
samurai
America was. He fell in cold waters and was frozen perfectly, and somehow they found him because of the power of his sword. Beep.
And his sword is average size.
Huh? Yeah. But
Don't make me put the Tom Cruise sword on you.
so
It's a big sword, I swear.
so yeah, so their Universal is working on this, and it's gonna be coming out for Netflix. So
That
you don't have
is
to worry about paying.
that is very sketchy.
Yeah.
That whole concept for me is very sketchy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, first of all, you already know since
The only reason
it's
I'm kind of
Netflix, so
excited for
you
it
already know.
is Netflix. So.
You know, it's gonna be a little something like when bored, you could just binge watch it and just afterwards,
Netflix
then we could talk
has
about it in
some
a
good
podcast.
stuff.
Yeah.
No, I
Netflix
know,
has
but what I'm
some
saying
wild
is
shit.
they do. But what I'm saying is that with Netflix, you could just like power through this or whatever, and then afterwards we could just talk about it in the podcast. So, what'd you think about the 47 Ronin remake? And then Steve would be like,
Continue with your
that's
topic
decent.
so we can talk about it. Yeah.
Exactly.
"Yeah, more content for the podcast.
47 garbage.
Gimme.
47
Give me content. I need content."
Word. Yeah. Yeah.
Face
So
like a
this is kind of interesting. I'm kind of excited for it. I really want to see it. Like, I want to see what they do with it, how they go about with the story, and how they adjust the story for it being a samurai story, but in the cyberpunk era. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with that.
It sounds like a video game. It sounds really fun. I'm
Fuck
on
yeah.
the fence.
That's
I'm on
why.
the
That's why I want to see it, because it is like it does sound like
Because-
a fucking video game.
The only reason I'm on the fence about it is because I was traumatized by Ready Player One,
Okay.
But I made the mistake of reading the book first and then watching the movie. But I even think if I saw the movie and read the book after, I still would have been extremely disappointed in the movie. So, like, I'm on the fence. It could be an orgasm visually, a visual orgasm, because it sounds amazing. Samurai, cyberpunk together. Oh my god, sploosh.
Yeah.
But
as we say, I was used to say back in the day.
You know, like if there's like no, it's too early in development for me to get really excited.
It's definitely way too early in development. There's not really any word as to far as like who's going to be acting in it at the moment, or you know what's going to happen with it. But
who's writing it? Who's the director? Like
right. Well, as far as the director, right, it's going to be Ron Yun.
Who's that?
He's done some other shit before.
Which shit?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now because I had it in my head, but
is it YUNG?
YUAN.
Young.
Whatever.
Young. Oh, Yang.
Yang.
Well, he's one of the dudes he's one of the dudes that's actually part of Mulan. He's doing the Mulan stuff.
Oh, then
right. Yeah, I haven't seen that either. Obviously.
So he's new. He's fresh out the box. Waiting for something else. What you got?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Come on, Steve. Come on, Mr. IMDb.
How is his list of achievements not in front of you right now?
Well, because I didn't fucking expect to go into his fucking shit.
Because he didn't expect Franny to question you.
IMDb. You just type his name in IMDb and poof, everything is there.
Okay, he was on a few episodes of the Wu-Tang series. He also did a voice. He was the voice of Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 11. He was on the TV show The Sirens. He was in MDMA.
Good game. Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, good game.
He was also the voice in Star Wars: The Old Republic. He's supposed to be directing. Yes.
Right, nothing in there was directing, right? What you just read.
Yeah.
What in there is directing?
Marco Polo. He's
also
he's coño.
I don't care about his acting ability. He's not acting in it. He's directing it.
Yes.
You said he directed Mulan.
Yes.
Right? Or did he act in it?
He acted in Mulan.
Oh my god.
He directed Step Up China. Yeah.
Good luck, everybody.
He also directed Unspoken, The Diary of an Assassin.
Wow, that really gives me so much more anxiety than it does relief.
Yeah. Well, I'm still down for it. It still sounds pretty fucking cool.
Oh, but Steve, you're amazing. You believe in everyone.
There's a Step Up China.
I believe in everything else other than the few things that we spoke about before this.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
So you have more faith in Bel-Air than 47 Ronin?
In general, you just like, you're like, oh my god, everything's gonna be like,
great. I have more faith in Patrick Star than I have in 47 Ronin.
But, anyway, it sounds like it's doomed, and I'm excited to see it fail.
It could be.
And it'll be on Netflix, so you know what? You can watch it over and over when it does come out.
Right, and if it surprises me, now that's going to be a really fun conversation.
Yeah, it really will be. So we'll see.
That's the way we follow. Well, Franny, what did you think? Well,
we're still plenty of time. We're still plenty of time away from it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It can still be canceled. Year 2020.
Yeah. Exactly. So and the last thing that I have is something that I'm super excited for. Of course, I don't know. You guys aren't really into the Doctor Who shit, but I am. And
I heard.
Yes.
So no, sorry, it was the other dude who was coming back.
Yeah, Christopher Eccleston, the dude that played the Knife Doctor. He will be reprising his role Jesus Christ, my
Wow, I thought I was tipsy.
dude. Last week I was, yeah.
I heard you told me.
My mouth
He
was not
texted
working.
me being absolutely proud. Good, you miss me being completely wasted. And I'm like, oh my god, I haven't gotten wasted yet. I'm terrified to get wasted on camera.
Yeah, so
Whatever.
the Ninth Doctor, Christopher Eccleston, will be returning and reprising his role after 15 years as the Ninth Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Good, because that girl. And it wasn't her fault. It was the writing.
Yeah.
It wasn't her fault.
Yeah, her character was E.
You know what's kind of funny? What was the Doctor before her? The one that kind of reminded me of Hugh Laurie.
Oh yeah, I like him, and I also like the other. I like her too as well. Like I like all the Doctors. I haven't really had an issue with, but he's reprising his role as the Ninth Doctor, but in the audio series,
Oh, okay.
Oh, what a cock tease! I didn't read the whole thing. I kind of glanced over it because I saw it in my regular Facebook feed, and I got so excited because I don't like the chick.
Yeah.
I don't like the story arc. I don't like the story arc. I actually, as a female, find it kind of like lame and boring.
It's different.
Very disconnected. It's not like all the other Doctor Who's, but it's not better. But
that's the thing. But that's the thing. Also, that's every single Doctor is different. Every single Doctor brings.
Okay, that's great. But I heard it lasted so many decades that every single different adventure were amazing. Yeah, hers literally made everybody soft.
No, it didn't. It didn't. I actually enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it a lot so far. It's only been one season so far.
You're the unicorn.
I'm not the only person.
No, remember, honestly, on this whole group or whatever, and just to let you know, Franny, Steve is a diehard Whovian. So I'm just saying, like, for hearing from him.
But I also know diehard Whovians I only know two that were like really disappointed, and that's not counting you, Steve. Like I personally know them. They're my friends. Okay.
Well, I know. I have a coworker, right, that has been watching Doctor Who for longer than you've been around, Steve. And he told me that he's upset with the female Doctor. He was like, BBC hit the fucking shit, hit the fan with that. And I was just like, are you gonna give it a chance? He's like, nope.
It's the writing. It is the writing. They needed Dan Levy to come in and write that if they wanted it to be extra and different, but be good.
Yeah.
They literally were just phoning it in. Trying so I'm talking out my ass right now because I haven't seen the entire thing. I've only seen bits and pieces and heard those friends complain, so I'm just like re-reflecting. No, but I thought this dude was coming back.
Yes, he is coming back.
What audio? He's not coming back in the show.
Right. He is reprising his role in the audio version of it. It's going to be 4 volumes of an audio series. And it's going to be called the Ninth Doctor Adventures. So these are adventures that we haven't seen before, but we're going to hear them.
So if you're tired of watching the girl, you could totally listen to the other stories that are better than the girl.
But like there have been other actors that have done a whole series as well.
Audio. Yeah, and they got great claim and they had a great story arc, but hers.
Right.
Question:
What's up?
What number of Doctors are they up to now? Since
this one is the 13th at the moment.
Oh, I was gonna say 15.
Oh man, so I was gonna say joking around or whatever.
Look,
hey BBC, I have an idea that may work, but this is just me.
Okay.
Hear me out.
All right, we're listening.
With the 14th Doctor, we get a Southern black man as the Doctor.
Okay.
American. Like I'm talking about oh jeez, I gotta get my sonic screwdriver now. Right? You get that?
Okay,
I think
you're talking about a Southern black man from like the 20s.
Yeah.
Here's my advice. I would love them to go with the whole life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which Doctor Who you're gonna get. But can we
that's how it has
give
been.
them? Can we give all of them an equally respected story arc so they all stand out consistently as great stories?
Okay, Franny, I suggest you watch it.
No, because there's different Doctor Who's, right? And each
Yes,
Doctor
Doctor
Who has
Who's,
their
yeah.
own
Yes,
adventure.
huge. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
semi what it is.
Yeah, no, but
And her adventure,
I suggest you watch it. You watch it, and
like the greatest.
I
Okay.
love this. I love this. Go ahead. I'm gonna get my popcorn right now. Keep with the banter. I
No,
love it.
I'm done. I have nothing else to say. I'm just saying what I said. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
I know each Doctor Who has their own story and their own adventure.
Yeah, each one brings their own thing for their own.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Hers just happened to be the kite in the tree kind of adventure where there's like, divided.
I wouldn't
They're
say that. I
divided.
wouldn't say
Some
that at
think
all.
the kite flew, and some are like, "Why is this kite in the tree?" Like, I don't know.
No,
Also,
Franny.
also they've
Everyone
had, they've
that's
had to a
interesting
point.
is the kite that went into the electrical fucking wires.
They've also in writing wise, they've also gotten to a point that they kind of got to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do, because technically at this point, the 13th Doctor is supposed to be the last Doctor. So
I'd be really sad if she is the last Doctor.
in a way, she's not, because what's been happening is that they're kind of what they're doing at the moment. The reason it's kind of so shoddy at the moment is that they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do, and what they have done so far within the season is that they've kind of retconned a bunch of shit from the past within the series itself. So, in doing that, what people are
What
complaining about
you
is
mean, like eliminating like thing that was canon?
that they've changed certain things, right? Exactly.
They're hitting access control delete,
Right.
and they shouldn't do that.
Right. So one of the things that they pretty much canceled out is the fact that, there was just one child or whatever, the lonely child or whatever. And that pretty much wound up becoming, the Doctor and shit like that. So they've kind of like trying to figure out, like, okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna figure this out? Because in one of the episodes, I guess a bit of a spoiler or whatever, is that we get to meet a different female Doctor that we've never seen before. That's a black female Doctor. And we haven't seen her ever before. And she says, like, yeah, I am the Doctor. And then she pulls out, she does everything that the Doctor would do. She has her own Sonic, she has her own TARDIS. We're kind of figuring out, like, okay, what's really happening? Like, are they going to venture into a multiple universe type thing, or what's really going to happen? Like, how is this whole story going to pan out in the future? Basically talking about the past and shit like that. How is it all going to work out? So that's what I'm very excited about, seeing how the story evolves. From what I've seen so far, I have enjoyed it, and it has been really good. It's been different. I'm not saying that it's fucking amazing, but it is pretty good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it fuck out of it. The people that I've spoken to have enjoyed it as well. So they did also say it is a different type of story. And one of my favorite Doctors, of course, is, the last one, which was Peter Capaldi. I enjoyed him as the 12th Doctor. He was really good. The reason I liked him is because he was the Doctor that didn't really give a fuck about anything. I was like, I do what the fuck I want.
Yeah, like I said, Doctor Who house.
Yeah, pretty much. Doctor Who house. Yeah.
Hoo-ha!
What that sounded to me as an outsider listening in, that sounded like there was a moment where they should have bowed out, but thought they could get away with the snap
No, it's not.
scenario.
It's not that. It's
And
the fact
now
that,
it's getting a little,
it's the fact that it's the fact
it's
that
choking
like
on itself.
it's the fact that the show has gotten so much more popularity. It's grown so much bigger than they expected it to grow, that they're just like, fuck it.
But
let's
again, they're
because-
not taking the time. They're not taking the time to breathe,
right.
rewatch everything they did, take in what everybody loved about it, and then breathe out and proceed with something that has, Mandalorian respect and appeal
Right.
for those fans. They're literally choking on their own success
Right.
and drowning it in their bile, which sounded better in my head than it did out loud. But
It's all
Yeah, but
can't
Franny,
say
also
anything.
remember.
I get what you're saying. I get
Yeah,
what
but
Like,
but Franny,
you know,
remember, you also have a.
Doctor Who has been around for generations after generations after generations.
Yeah,
So, like,
Franny,
it
it's
shouldn't
plus years.
have what sounded. Look, I was just listening. I'm just going off of what he just told me the plot semi is for this woman's season, and that's what it sounds like to me.
There's a lot more shit.
And for it being so big, just like Star Wars, they needed a second to take a step back and fucking regroup. And I really hope they do that. If not, in my opinion, they're going to drown it in their bile.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna keep going with what I said because I already said it.
No, I get it. I totally understand.
They got this exterminate, destroy.
Yeah, which is like really sad because I just started pecking at it. Very few far in between.
Well, if you have HBO Max, you can watch it.
When you first brought it up, I've been watching it sporadically on YouTube. But only the doctor who is Crawley from The Good Omen. I've been watching those clips.
Yeah, the Tennant stuff. The David Tennant is really good.
And then going on, but I was literally just going off of the plot that you just verbally said to me.
Okay.
It doesn't sound that's what it
well, what you need to do, you need to check if you have your HBO Max.
Yes.
Because HBO Max has all of the Doctor Who stuff.
I don't know if I want to go so back to like the black and white era, but
not the black. No, I'm talking about as far as all. I mean the BBC, the newer stuff from like the Christopher Eccleston stuff.
Okay.
So
yeah, because a lot of the original stuff got burnt in fires and they lost that.
Right. Because if I do and still feel the same way, The Raft is gonna be so entertaining.
Right. Yeah. So if you really want to go into the deep dive of the Doctor Who shit, you go on Pluto TV and there's a channel that just dedicates itself to playing Doctor Who 24 hours a day, and that's all the old school shit.
I don't think I want to go that far because I don't want to love it too much because I think it's
actually,
on its way to death.
It will be. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I'm excited for the Christopher Eccleston series that comes out next May.
So is that like an audiobook?
Yes, it is an audiobook.
Cool.
They call it an audio series, but it's an audiobook.
Cool.
And that's coming out next May. So I'm excited to see that. It's gonna be 4 volumes. Each volume has like 4 different CD or 4 different albums or whatever. So like 4 different CDs. Yeah, so it's a lot of fucking shit. So yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, I guess that wraps it up for me. Friend, you said you had something else, right?
Oh yes. Okay. I have one thing that's like toy related. There is a brand of like ducks, like water duckies, those yellow ducks. I forgot the name of them.
Rubber duckies?
Yeah, they're rubber duckies, but they're moving.
You're the one, rubber ducky.
Right. That is why I love
making bedtime so much fun.
Right? Rubber ducky, you're the one for me. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, I've gotten one, and I got the Egon Spengler rubber ducky.
Oh, nice.
I was gonna bring here, but forgot because I was in a stir before we went on. Anyway, that same company is starting a horror theme of rubber duckies, and they're putting out David from Lost Boys. Okay, they're putting out what's his name? Michael? Yes, Michael. They're putting out Michael Rubber Ducky from Lost Boys. They're putting out It. And these are all their faces on duck bodies, okay, with tiny little beaks. I want you to imagine that. It is amazing. They're putting out the Exorcist chick, Exorcist face with a beak and a rubber duck body. And they're starting this to kind of see how it's going to pick up. And I already want to buy all of them because The Exorcist looks terrifying, and I've never had a rubber duck make me go, ever. So, and I would love now. Fuck Funko Pops. I am moving on to the rubber ducky scene. And
Do you know what company this is that you're talking about?
hold on. I think I put it on my Facebook.
Oh
but
wait! I
like,
found it. I think I found it.
it took forever for my Facebook to load. So my internet is garbage. Yeah, my Facebook is still not completely loaded. It's because I put nothing but Schitt's Creek mini videos.
Good job.
And now I have it's called To Buzz, TUBBZ.
I found it.
Yes, and it's called Bloodbath series. Oh, and they got a Beetlejuice ducky. So it's literally Beetlejuice's face with a beak and a duck body. I think the one that looks the greatest that I want so much is David from Lost Boys, It with the balloon, and the Exorcist chick. I think they just look absolutely.
Yeah.
There we go. It was right outside. I was Googling. I couldn't see it.
Cool.
There they go. I absolutely love them. And guess what? They do semi-float in the bathtub. So all you gotta do is like put water and some bubbles, and you'll have these terrifying faces slightly floating in your bathtub. Who does not want that?
So
I do.
You can literally say that they float down here.
They totally.
No,
float.
remember, Steve, you got to say it right. We all down here.
So I'm super excited about this. I really am.
Yeah. I'm fucking excited
so glad
about
you're able to pull it up so they can visually see what gets me excited.
Yeah.
I'm mad. I'm just picturing now that Franny's like, she's gonna go to her niece. You want to take a bath? Yeah. You want the Beetlejuice one? No, Exorcist.
Right? And the twisted ducky head one. That'd be crazy.
Fuck yeah.
No. Okay, so another one, and if you have the magic to pull this up, the poster to The Witches was dropped this week, and I don't know if I mentioned it before. I'm not sure. But oh yes, I did, and I was kind of on board for Anne Hathaway playing the main witch in The Witches, which is a 90s movie that was done by, oh my goodness, I'm terrible with names. The beautiful
Angelica Houston.
Oh my God. She was Morticia in the Addams Family, if you guys haven't seen The Witches.
Yes.
And The Witches is an amazing yet terrifying, moral-filled story about a boy running into a literal harem. No, a cult. There, that's a better word. A cult of witches. Because at this hotel, they just happen to be having their annual witchathon, where every witch in Europe come together to touch base and talk about their plans of destroying children. And she's terrifying. She's gorgeous. She's intimidating. And she's terrifying. And the puppetry was done by Jim Henson's company. So, of course, it was absolutely over the top and amazing.
Yeah.
And at first, I was okay with the thought of Anne Hathaway. And then I text Steve in the middle of the night, probably like around midnight, going, you know what? I thought about it and I changed my mind. And I don't think that bitch has any grr. I loved her in The Devil Wears Prada, but there is nothing intimidating about Anne Hathaway. And I don't think she could play the High Witch very well. So the poster just recently came out, and as far as I'm concerned, the poster totally shined light on my concerns. She looks way too cute and pretty with her blonde hair and her flamboyant pose to be the terrifying, intimidating, and murderous High Witch. Now, the only way they could win me back from this poster and my fear and doubt of her playing such a eccentric, powerful, and terrifying female, I do not think Anne Hathaway. I think Glenn Close. If I'm being extremely honest here. But like I feel like the actor that gets this character needs to be able to transform into that on screen, because that's who I think of when I think of the Grand High Witch. Now, if they make her puppet when she turns into and rips off her skin, because yes, they should be some skin ripping in this remake.
There should be. There should.
Because the original, literally, the bitch takes off her hair and pulls off her skin, which is like her face, her chest with her face comes off, and she is a witch underneath. And she's all ghoulish and lumpy and has hair. She's terrifying as a witch. And when that witch turns into a rat, she's even more terrifying. And if that makes you interested, then you should go check it out, because The Witches is on Netflix. And that is what the movie pretty much is. Without giving any spoilers away.
It's a really dope movie.
Yes. Yes.
Like
and it still stands up, because I just recently watched it again. And it's still freaky.
Yeah, it's
still
really
intense.
Even as a children's, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I never saw it as an adult until recently, because it's on Netflix, and I was really happy that it was still intense, that I actually bought the movie.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to disappear when the remake comes out.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't think Anne Hathaway
pretty much removed it everywhere.
I don't think Anne Hathaway could bring that intensity.
Right. Because we
haven't
seen her do anything really intense or
right.
other than being
so
a nice person.
Right. So I don't have that much. What's the word? I don't believe in her enough to think she could pull this off, unless her puppet, when she takes her skin off, is terrifying. But then for me, that's kind of cheating, because Morticia, oh, damn it, her real name
Angelica Houston.
Angelica. Oh my God, Angelica Houston didn't need that. Even her as herself was beautiful, powerful, intimidating, terrifying, but yet still glorious. You know, you didn't know whether to scream, cry, love her, spoon her, slap her ass. Like, you really did not know what to do when she came on screen. You know, bow before her. And I'm sorry, Anne Hathaway is not even 6 feet close to being that in general. So I hope her acting skills are really above and beyond, and we just not have seen that yet.
Right.
Because from the poster, it literally shined a light on my fear that I texted you, that she is way too bubbly, and she should be the good witch and not the high witch. So
everywhere that I'm going, it's been pretty much taken down, so we won't see the poster.
Oh, I have it. Oh, but I have no way of sending it to you. Why did they take it down? Because so many people complained?
No, because it was leaked.
Okay. So in the poster, I'm looking at it right now and have no idea how to send it to you. She's standing there with blonde, short hair.
Or just put it in the private chat in the room over here.
Can I copy and paste it there?
Yeah, then I can copy and paste it over here.
Okay, I just copy paste image. I'm coming over here.
Oh, the image. I don't know about the image. Or email it to me. I'm on the computer.
Oh my God, you're asking like for way too much. It's there, guys. Google it. You'll find it. I found it. I Googled right now. This is where I'm at, so you know where to go. Freaked. Freak.com. Anne Hathaway / looks glorious in poster. Such a lie. No, she does look glorious, but that's not what the High Witch is supposed to look like. She's supposed to look intimidatingly sexy, like Glenn Close in The Devil Wears Fucking Prada. Okay, so that's. Did you find it? The picture?
I'm looking for it right now. I'm almost here.
So that is my rant. Pretty much, I'm still scared even more now after seeing the poster that my original fears have come to light, and we're really now depending full-heartedly on her acting ability, which is very questionable.
Yeah, that's fair. I understand. I see where your questionability comes from.
Thank you.
It is something that is
I wish
quite,
we had the other
it
picture
can
of
be quite
Angelica.
disturbing.
And Angelica, side by side, you guys would see it a little bit more intensely, but that is way too bubbly. That's how intense this movie is. That image
Right.
is way too bubbly.
Yeah.
And I've
Yeah.
heard nothing about Jim Henson Company coming on board for the special effects. So that's
Right.
it. But yet they're still building. It's still in the works.
Right,
Still
yeah,
getting
exactly.
its P's and Q's and whatnot. So fingers crossed.
But it
this
also
is like-
it also does have a lot of pretty decent people behind it. And Robert Zemeckis is one of the dudes behind it. Kenya Barris is doing some shit with it. Guillermo del Toro. They're all pretty fucking.
Like I said, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm just bringing it up again because this is like a big remake for me. For me, this is the biggest remake movie-wise that's coming out right now.
Oh yeah, that's okay, yeah.
And those are my worries. So that's it. I'm done with the Franny rants.
Oh, good. Thank you, Franny.
You're welcome.
I think Kenya Barris do it because I know I've heard the name before. What did Kenya Barris do? Oh yeah, he did Blackish. Duh. I knew I've heard him before. Blackish, Black as Fuck. Coming to America 2 he's working on. Mixed-ish, Grown-ish. So all those shows that are on the ABC and shit. So
A lot of ishes. He's a fan of the word ish.
yeah.
Son of a bitchish.
Pretty much.
Cuntish.
Yeah, just slightly. Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of I'm on the fence. Like I said, like you were saying, like I'm kind of on the fence about it.
Right, but you have more hope. You have more hope in her acting ability than I do.
Right. Yes.
So
yes.
I am curious.
She was semi decent as fucking as Selena in Batman.
Oh my god.
Notice how I called her. Notice how I
blacked
called
out
her.
the
Notice how I
entire
called her
experience.
Selena and not Catwoman.
Right. I blocked out the entire
wasn't really
experience
Catwoman.
because I was so deeply offended by that last Batman movie.
Right.
I refused to acknowledge it besides Bane's sexy voice. Everything about that movie upset me.
Right. Yeah.
And I would need a lot more booze
Why did
to
it
get
upset
there
you, Friday?
to talk about it. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I like about it. Is the voice of Bane. Oh. Everything else is an absolute fucking nightmare.
I get it.
It was a dumpster fire.
When you say it that way, it sounds like it's fun, dumpster fire.
Well, dumpster
Sorry.
fire can be fun sometimes.
No, they stink like garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yes. Thank you, Franny. So, Alex, you got anything?
You're welcome.
No, Alex doesn't have anything. 'Cause we're
Alex has nothing.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. So
We've been going on for a long time, so we're good.
Yeah, we're almost up to 3 hours here. Yeah. So make sure you go to InnerCityGeeks.net. We have a whole bunch of shit. Sometimes we have this show. We also have Bright 2J Presents. Just posted the latest one of the latest reviews that he had of a John Wick figure, which is pretty dope. So make sure you go check that out. It's poppin' with Franny the Film Snob. We did the B-rated movies a couple weeks ago, so make sure you go check that out.
Yes, we did. And now that I'm over my anxiety attacks, we could start working towards the next episode.
Yeah. Definitely ready for that. That shit is fucking fun. We also have Turntable, First Watch, ICGPW Slamcast, Good Games, Comics with the World, Manga Time, Anime World. So much fucking shit on InnerCityGeeks.net. So make sure you go check all that shit out. The InnerCity Geeks webcomic as well. And yeah, all that shit. Then you can find on the site, you can find links to some cool fucking places that support the show. So of course we have Amazon.com where you get a month free of Amazon Prime. You can do that. You can watch a bunch of shit on there. You can listen to a bunch of shit. You get free shipping. So much shit on fucking Amazon Prime. And then we also have links to CBDMD where you get some pretty good, high quality CBD products that are good for you. Make you feel pretty good, make you feel, relaxed, make you feel good, make you feel, take it to a good place when you're not in a good place physically or mentally. It'll take you there. So make sure you go check that out. CBDMD, they had a whole bunch of cool shit on there, so go do that. Then we also have links to Soul Sick Clothing Company, which is a pretty cool company that sells shirts and hats and hoodies and all the type of apparel that you want for yourself, made for geeks by geeks. And that's Soul Sick Clothing Company. So it's SOESIC clothing.co. And at checkout, you can type in ICG10. No, Inner City Geeks for 15% off. Yes, Inner City Geeks for 15% off at So Sick Clothing. So go do that. And then the final place you could go to Beard Octane. We get some beardly goodness. We got oils, balms, butters, different tools for your beard to make your beard look fucking amazing and fancy and shiny. And you can do that. And then at checkout, type in ICG10 for 10% off of your entire purchase. And you can listen to this show. Of course, you guys that are listening to it know that you can listen to this show on SoundCloud, on Stitcher Radio, on Google Podcasts, as well as motherfucking Spotify. So make sure you listen to all of them on there, subscribe on there, or whatever. Or tell your other people to subscribe on there. And then another thing, you can find us on the socials. So you can find us on the Facey Space, so faceyspace.com/InnerCityGeeks, on the Instagram at InnerCityGeeks, on the Twitter at InnerCityGeeks, and we could find Franny at Franny the Fangirl, on Franny underscore the underscore fangirl, or Franny the Fangirl on the Instagrams. You can find her over there. You can find Alex at Denied, DINYED, on the Instagram and Twitters. You can find me on the Instagram and the Twitters at Mr. Jackal, MASTERJACKAL. And that pretty much wraps it up for this week. Franny, where can we find you, Franny?
Oh, you can find me.
I said it because you weren't here, but I think I kind of messed it up, so you can say it.
Okay, you can find me at Franny the Fangirl on YouTube. I am, yes, still there and working towards content. It's just really hard going through the bleak depths of my soul and being creative at the same time. But yeah. I promise videos will be there. You can also find me on Instagram at Franny underscore the Fangirl. And you can find me at Inner City Geeks.
Yay. Yeah. And like I said, we can find Alex on just find him on Denied. He's there. And me, Mr. Jack, MICERJCKL, blah, 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 blah. You know what it is.
Yes, you can find it there. If you don't know already, then oh my god.
Yeah.
What have you been doing this whole time?
Like, for real. Seriously. Seriously, guys. Seriously. And yeah, so that pretty much wraps it up.
Yes. Goodbye, bitches.
Yes. So you say your goodbye. Alex, you say your goodbye, sir.
Until next time, folks.
Yes.
It's so great to be back, guys. Thank you.
Well, we're glad to fucking have you back, dude. It's been a while, and it's good to have you back here with us, joining in this craziness that we have called the show. And so before we go, you guys said your goodbyes already. So before we go, I got some musics. Like I said, it's gonna be a different type of show that we've had in the last few times or whatever. And this song for this week is something that a cover song from a band that not many people like anymore because they're a band that um kind of went very weird. But with this cover, I really fucking enjoyed it. And I was like, oh my God, this is fucking cool. I like it. And the band that I am talking about is fucking Nickelback. Yes, that's right. I
think you just killed Franny.
This cover is actually really fucking good. And the
May
cover
she
that
rest in peace.
Yeah, the cover that they did was a cover of "The Devil Went Down to Georgia."
Nickelback just totally tried to choke me just now as I was eating my food. I could have died.
Yeah, you could have died. I'm sorry. But it is a really good cover. It is very entertaining. Like some great fucking guitar work on it, and vocals are pretty good too. It's not like shitty vocals at all. It's really fucking good. It's really interesting. So check that out, and be safe out there, everybody. Thank you for listening. Don't be a dick, but always fucking remember that how do you say
the geeks will inherit the earth.
Shall
inherit the earth.
Sorry, I forgot shall.
It's okay. It's okay.
Shallow hell, yes.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind and way behind and willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man picking a guitar and playing it hot, the devil jumped up on a hickory stump, said, boy, let me tell you what. Well, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a guitar player too. And if you care to take this dare, I'll make a bet with you. You're a pretty damn good strummer, boy, but give the devil his due. I'll bet a guitar of gold against your soul that says I'm better than you. But the boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet. You're gonna regret I'm the best that's ever been. The devil opened up his case and he said, I'll start this show. And fire flew from his fingertips as he tuned his axe down low. And he pulled that pick across the strings and it made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons all joined in and it sounded just like this. The devil finished. Johnny said, well, you're pretty good, old son. Well, sit your old ass in that chair right there and let me show you how the fuck it's done.
The devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. And he laid that cold guitar down on the ground at Johnny's feet. And Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever been.